Praise to the Most High. How you doing, sister? We're live today. Can you hear me good on that side?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Can you hear me good on that side?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Can you hear me good on that side? No.
No.
Can you hear me on that? Can you hear me on that side? Good.
Can I hear you? I
Yeah,
can
on that
barely
side.
hear you. I know that. And I probably have a Bluetooth. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I do. I'm sorry. I didn't have the volume all the way up. Okay, try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I didn't have the volume up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so ready to start. Right.
I apologize. Wait a minute. Okay. All right.
So how you liking this show so far? You got your popcorn out with the this whole Democrat Republican
You know, I'm so done with that
crazy stuff.
foolishness. I was never, you know, if anything, that should have been the time where the world, they got everybody, the news, everybody busy with the mess, whatever they're doing. That would have been a great time to go in and and ignite some shit. That was a big distraction. But other than that, I'm not paying it attention. I don't care. I really don't care. That's not it.
Everybody.
But I will say this. I will say this. They're releasing the film of it now, and it made it seem like they just bum rushed the place. You know, they have people scaling the walls and stuff. And I just said that 1 million of us black people doing that would have been a nice. It looked. I like that. I just storming it. But because they're white, you know, they're able to get away with a knock on the door. You know, and peaceful take in for questioning. Say what?
Yeah, well, there's a reason behind all that. There's a reason behind all that. Yeah, so everybody is saying,
it just is what it is and what it's always been. Yeah.
Because there's some people. It's what's really going on as far as that is concerned is that you have the Democratic Party with their group FIFA, which has already been posted as a terrorist group. That's based on was paid by Democrats to do it to try to blame it on Trump. And the ones that scaled the walls, that were the soldiers, the 4 or 5 went in there. They did it was a sting operation where they went and took Nancy Pelosi's laptop, and now Nancy Pelosi's laptop in jail, and Biden's actually in jail. There's a lot of folks in jail right now. So that was a sting operation. So on the news media, they're gonna blow up proportion, make like some of it ain't. But if we did that, that was told
the great.
The only reason that didn't happen.
I wish I could move. Let me go over here because they got music up there. I can't barely hear.
There's a white girl who's actually.
I mean, I figured, you know, it was a white person. I was wondering why they were. I never seen one. I didn't see pictures of nobody, of the dead people. I wondered about that. But I think I saw an article of the husband or something that he recognized that as being his wife. So I believe they were white.
Oh, with the nurse about the thing, yeah. I'm trying to stay away from talking about that. They freaking took that my whole channel. They took down the whole channel because I exposed that. Yeah, she's dead though.
I didn't hear that. Did you say something about a nurse? I saw one. I saw a black lady say she got jumped or was about to, she stopped to punch Becky, when Becky crossed the line or whatever way, hey, that's how you do it. Bam, what? Went back up, back up. And, and so I heard that she was having charges and they was raising funds for that. Yeah. Becky, back up.
What happened? Why she hit her? I missed that whole.
I didn't see they was on their little whatever they was on. Their little, I don't know. They be having the wrong one. They trying it though. Little Cindy at my job. You're yapping, but you're still yapping, Cindy. That's all I was doing. You're still yapping though. I just need you to just close it, Cindy. You got the wrong one, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see them. And they see me. Now, Cindy, I don't need this. This doesn't pay my bills. And I didn't want to put out what it could be if you jump stupid how much I won't care about smashing your head in this machinery. I mean, really, how far you want to go, Cindy? Okay? Got it? Yeah. You might got a little feelings hurt, Got a little disrespect, I had a good comeback for that, just in thought of it, because, I'm sorry you can't be that, Cindy, black and beautiful. Because I am standing. I said, I had to tell Cindy, maybe I should just put back on my queen mask. I got a mask, the little queen. I already been looking at my little uncle here in the setting. All right, let me stop. But yeah. So I see them. And so, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know why. I wanted to answer your question, your original question. And that was, how can Black people unite? Anger. That anger. You got to be mad. You got to be angry, mad. The way I'm talking about going over the walls. Yes, I'm saying that police, FBI, CIA, I don't know who you guys are, but I truly don't give a fuck. So yes, I have the potential to do all that and more, and be savage, nasty with it. So let's just get that clear. So angry. Yeah. You just be the audacity. Just shut up. Storm. Yeah, that's what's gonna unite. You either gonna accept and that's it, and you can't get angry. Anger is gonna move you. You don't know how powerful anger is. You got to be angry about this shit. There's no passive about it. Passive is laying down. Accept. That's what passive is. Just go on with the flow. Accepting. Not standing up, standing out, standing on.
Well, truth is, a lot of folks.
And that's sad to say, but I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I still can't hear you.
I said, truth be told, a lot of people in the world are angry about what's going on, and that hasn't united them. And then you have people who are asleep who are angry. and they haven't united. So it was going to take more than anger, apparently, because anger hasn't got it done. Everybody's not happy. Even the white folks out there ain't happy about what's going on with the situation. A lot of white folks can't stand white people, and they hate what's going on. Some ancestors about what's going on, but nothing has changed. So the anger is a pretty part of it, because everybody's here because they're angry, because they thought they got lied to and so forth. But at the same time, we're gonna need more than anger.
I could really.
The only problem with that is good at all. I said, okay, that's better. Oh wow. I said, hasn't united us as a people from the work to the sleep. So we're gonna need more than just anger. But I wouldn't move to leadership, but the problem is a lot of folks who know what's going on, like myself and a lot, too many of us really, don't even want to take the leadership role because we see how the people are. And we look at it as that the minute they don't agree, no matter
it's really not about a leadership. It's not about leadership. That should even be taken out the equation. It's not leadership. It's not someone leading, because people are already. If you're not already there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the word is. It's not a separate thing. It's not one person. It's not the leader. Everybody's in the same black mind. That's what that is. That's unity. You have the same black mind. No, you know, it's not one individual. Everybody coming to the table has that same black mind. So no one has to lead, instruct, pull out a book. Everybody in the came with common sense and anger. That's what that is. That's unity, united. You don't have that, you have separation and division. You got different levels. This is only one level to this. So with that, I'm gonna quit talking. So now I'm saying that's me for you. Just a second.
Well, there's a lot of division right now, and with the people right now. That's going on a lot. I haven't been a part of it, understand everything, but I mean, you hear about it left and right. So I guess the question would be how to get into division, because you can't unite until you get division. And division has run rampant. It don't matter what social media you get on. It don't matter if you go out in the streets. Division is, for some reason, spread a lot now in these last times amongst the people. And none of us is have united.
So are you coming from, are you coming at this or approaching this from a biblical view?
No, again, I'm not religious. I only go by the facts, and I've already proven all the facts. But the fact is that the problem is until people get on the same page of going back to the old way of living and going back to what we're supposed to be doing as a people. They turned everything to religion that was never meant to religion, and nobody gives religion but them. And even the Creator never said to give us any religion. Our whole lifestyle was based on the vibration that connects to the Creator, which is energy. And that's why a portion of it is in us, because we are Holy Spirit. We're spirit. But they twist that and say Holy Ghost. And all this other crazy stuff. But that's when we started getting religious. So I believe in all that. Religious beliefs. I only believe in the Kohar proven. So until we get on the same page and going back to the original life that we had before, all this bullshit, like we live in houses. We're not supposed to.
That's the purpose, and that's the purpose of what I spoke. I'm sorry to cut you off. But yeah, it's building what we want. It's doing what we want. How do we get it? Now, Now, I can start with what I need and what I need and what I desire, just from a start off point. And I promise a breakdown of the numbers, which I haven't done, because as I thought about speaking with you again, I thought the first thing would be to see if we're like black-minded. So you're okay. So I was just trying to see on that. So it's two folds to me. There's Love Sparkles and Love Sparkles of Fire. So you know, we have the paradise building aspect of it that I'm saying I can jump to that because I like doing that. That's a part of my vision and what I want to do. And then probably y'all I should do. I said I wasn't going to do anything else. I was going to be a good girl and go find some land. But what and to ensure the support I would need just to be able to get from land A to land B, no matter where it may be, I'll do the breakdown. But it's about, I need to know who all wants that and who all on here, what do they want? What do y'all want? What do you want? And if it's synonymous to anything that I want, you know, then yeah, I want to go do it. So I don't know who you guys are. That's what I'm saying. I smoked a little weed too. Sorry.
Well,
go ahead.
People that also have been waking up is Israel. So Israel's been the one that's been on Judah, although the names of them have been waking up. So all of Israel, and even the ones who are asleep, want all the same thing. Most of them don't know how to get the same thing, and that's why we've been online exposing how to get it. But that also starts with exposing all the lies that we've been doing. The problem is, even when you give the people all that they need to get up, and you tell them to do it, the comfortability, they're too comfortable. So we're seeing that.
Well, then I guess you're just saying that nobody wanted but me. That's what it sounds like, and I almost would agree because no one's doing it yet. So, you know, that's probably just me. So I don't know what you're talking about. Because that's all I wanted on that level. And anything else I won't be on the phone talking about. I just can say my potential. What? That's it. So that's it. You know, other than that, I'm dating. I'm about to start my little dating thing on social media as far as not dating, but trying to make myself wife material. Yes, I'm gonna get on here and work it. The diamond, love sparkly and make some arugula and make, you know, whatever else I want to do. Lovely, sparkly. It's awful. You know, I don't know. You know, yeah. So that's, you know, if it's not about paradise, if it's not building, if it's not, you know, hey, I need an RV, just put me in an RV so I can go, you know, from block to block and found what I need and what I think that we as a people need. And then from there, it'll be like some Noah shit. You know, if y'all want to come, the ark leaves at. And they don't want to go, you know, like I said, it can be 10 people. Once they get it done. 10 people, you know, we're just building up for 10 people. There you go. Talking about who all going, who all want to go, put in the work. They don't. That's there we go. I'm just not dealing. I don't want to deal with it, and I want to be able to protect everything that's being done. That's it. Don't talk to me from the Bible stuff. I don't want to hear nothing about Hebrew, Israel, whatever's going on. You know, I don't even want to know. I'm cool. You know, I've always moved from the force of an energy that I've always known was greater and powerful than anyone, you know, than me or you or, you know, a creator. So I move with an energy with no face on it. And, you know, that's where I'm going to stand. And I'm going to say this. Any God or energy that is accepting of some of the shit I see, that ain't my God. I'm cool. Y'all can have them. I don't care what you call them. If all that's good, that's good. You know? And if that costs me my life, then I'm not who God wanted me to be then. He didn't want me to be, you know, non-pedophilic and shit. I mean, he created me to be some sick motherfucker fucking with kids and shit. Homos and shit. He created now. That ain't how I rock. I ain't never in my motherfucking life been ooh. I don't know who God said, you know, it's cool. You know, atone or, you know, ask for forgiveness. I don't rock with that. I don't rock like that, so I don't know what God that is. I'm cool. I don't know how I got on that subject.
A lot of stuff on Facebook.
What?
Is a lot of stuff on Facebook right now. We're not talking about that, and the Creator never give us a name because we're not dealing with religion. We're dealing with the energy you talk as a creator. And the problem, folks don't want to hear about the fact that we're Israelites, because that's who we are. That's our history. Until the folks wake up to who they are, they'll never stand up. Until they accept who they are, they won't stand up. They won't understand what's going on, why it's going on, and what we're getting out, and how we're getting out. No way to do the research to find out the evidence. There's hardcore evidence, and you ain't got to use any religion or book or Bible to see it.
The what evidence?
Yeah, because the
what evidence? The what?
Hardcore evidence. Hardcore evidence. If you look
hardcore.
Oh,
hardcore.
Yes.
You know, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. If I don't get it my way, if I don't get it my way, and if I don't find any in agreement with me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be on here, be love sparkling, and I'm going to be like, hey guys, how you doing out there? I love you. That's what I made today. I don't want nothing else. Nothing else. They got one option.
Okay, so.
And that is to say, we did y'all wrong, black people. And the door is open. Come get it. They got one option. If not, and my black people or whatever y'all doing, I don't want to get Israelite, Hebrew, whatever. I'm moving on my own spirit and energy, my own. And mine supersedes all this shit you talking. Because the time is now. Right now. And it's either open the door or I'm coming through that bitch. Period. And can I do that alone? No. But if I had, you know, money about a whole bunch of shit. Anyway, just on a female on my own.
Sister.
If I had the money.
So,
I get a lot of shit cracking. Oh, it'd been power. A fuck.
So,
shit. Money is power too.
Well.
But anyway, listen, honey. I don't know what this is about. Listen, baby. Listen, baby. I'm about acting. Only thing I want to sit down here for, because I'm taking the time out to talk, and this ain't chit chat for me. I do act goofy and you get thrown off, I know sometimes, but my character is sometimes, but I'm just action. That's what time it is now. That's the move on the board. Action. So I don't hear nobody ask me, what do I want? Why am I here anyway? So
you have the freedom to say what you
I'm sorry?
You have the freedom to speak and say what you want. So you have the freedom to speak and say what you want.
Oh, I thought I said that. I said I want to start building a paradise. I said I want to be able to have productive, sustaining land that's productive or producing ready or producing. We're going to have to make it, which would include a lot of tilling and, a lot of work I talked about. Reproducing this land. I want to sit down and start turning this shit over, growing our own fucking food, be educated on what nature in itself can do, the healing and give us and replenishing our bodies. And you know what I thought about today? I seem to like my hood. If I put on my hood, it got all that fur in it, right? It kept me warm, like bam. And so I had a fur coat a long time ago. And then I know people were talking about the fur and, animal rights and stuff. But I remember when I wore those, like, somebody might have gave me one and it might have been big and it was warm as fuck. It's like nature saves you. Like the animals, that's a part of the land, right? Or did they come out of a crystal ball or something? Or was that a part of the creation, the animals? The ones that provide all that, that's how they can make it through the winter, the bears, whatever, rabbit. I don't know where to get this stuff from. The point is the nature is saving me. The plants, the animals. I'm warm. And that's what it felt to me beautiful today. To think about that image when I wore them. I didn't wear them because, oh, look at this and I'm this. That bitch was warm as fuck. So, and that's just my connection with the animals, the reasons everything is here. The purpose it serves, for our life. And I can't believe, and I will never believe, if it was to be created to be this, fuck it. I don't care about nothing. No, I don't want to talk about religion. What?
So everybody wants to be free, because we're talking about is total freedom. The thing that people seem to feel, not everybody, just a lot of people really, but fail to see that in order to get freedom, you got to get out of the city into the wilderness. There's no point of fighting for these cities. They're all going to be destroyed. It's out of World War III.
Now, the World War III would be fuck the wilderness.
On China. China's
I'm undecided because, like I said, I'm still getting a little mad. But I had thought, you know what? I don't want to build anything on a medical because first of all, they're trying to go all over to the other country to get the research. The land here is no good. That's what I mean. It's not fruitful and multiply. It's dead. They made it dead to produce dead things, chemicalized things, not natural organic things. It's all manufactured, man-made, toxic, chemical, formulated, money in the hot tub. And what it means, I don't need it. That's what I was saying. And hey, Honduras seems nice. I want to go to Honduras. And I'll tell you why too. Because I saw they're fighting. That's what I'm saying. Here's our land. They're not sitting down. They and they are. That is the type of people I'm used to being with. The type of spirits of people I'm used to being around. You know what I mean? And that's what it takes. It's just a unspoken. A lot of times you don't have to talk about it. If everybody on the same page, it ain't no words. You know, everybody in action. Ain't nobody talking.
Yeah,
And it's one love for one thing. And it's one fight. What I'm seeing is, you know, now they fighting. Been fighting, for real.
Yeah. We have to fight on an even playing ground, and we don't have one right now. So the best thing I'm supposed to do is go to the wilderness.
So
if facts.
I didn't hear you.
The white man on his territory. I said we have.
Oh, you can't beat the white man. Who said? You know what? Like I said, that anger is a motherfucker. That David and Goliath was some real stuff. And let me tell you how well. Let me tell you how well.
So anger's not going to stop nuclear bombs. It's not going to stop bullets. So unless you have bombs and jets, beat them. That's just common sense. Anger's not going to get it done. We have to wait. We have to go to the wilderness. Just like the manuscripts was given to us by ancestors. The ancestors knew how they was going to fall. And if we pay attention to what's going on with the Republican Democrats that are tired of it, you're seeing them World War III has already started within them. This has started against their own people.
Now let me tell you about that nature. Let me ask you this: are you down with Nature Boy? Let me say this, huh? Are you a Nature Boy affiliate? Huh?
Nature Boy, I don't even know what you mean.
Okay, that's somebody I've seen on social media. He had people out there in the wilderness and stuff. They were doing their little retreat, you know, living off of nature and such.
Okay. You gotta have the crate in the nets. That's still. So we're seeing a lot of Israel try to do that now. And but notice
we see what?
For the job. We see a lot of Israel doing that now. We see them doing that in the past. All right. And the problem is they got more women than men. Women are not going to get the work done. This is a man's game.
Who's not going to get the work done? Who's not going to get the work done?
Women are not going to get all that work done. You're not going to force them to do hard, grueling labor for hours. And if you try to, that's.
Let me tell you something. You guys got the road all the way together over here from Miss Diamond. You know, there'll be a day in hell when a nigga be sitting on a rock. Excuse me. When a brother be sitting on a rock, you know, and I'm out here laboring in any sense of word. That just no. I am going to make sure that you are strengthened, loved, nurtured, and the women will be making the foods, taking it to you out there in the hot, whatever it is, making your conditions better. And
the problem is that.
And while the guys that are building, because it's not a slave thing, let's understand this. This is not a slave picture, you know. No, we're actually building our shit. See, there's a difference for being, and that's the slave mentality you got to get out, because you're associating with that men being men, strength, having that strength. Being the strong force in a relationship. I shouldn't be the one bench pressing. I'm a one. Bringing in life. But anyway, the point is, it's not that in the field, and it's not us working for another. It's got to be something when you're building a whole new world. When you swing that hammer, that's a man.
Exactly.
And a woman, it's the soft side. They try to say that a man has a feminine side. No, what a man should have is a soft feminine woman next to him, a strong woman next to him, a strong woman that can help him build, a strong woman. If you can't do it, I got it for the family, yes. But if you ever think that I feel like it is my role to have men sit back. I don't know if you want to say here's our agriculture. Look, man, That's not it. No. You got the wrong channel, wrong lady, wrong everything. I'll treat you like your mother and tell you, boy, sit down with that mess. That ain't flying. Okay? I like strong men. I like men to do the work. I'm not doing it for you. Now, what Diamond will do, see, yeah. Excuse me, honey. One second.
It's not about.
Hold on. Damn, where's my little? I'm looking for something. Just a second, my little purse. Damn. Have y'all heard this new song by Janet Jackson? Oh, here it is.
No, we don't listen to that stuff.
Okay. All right. You're going to go in a second. All right, what?
Okay, so when you was talking, you proved two of my points. And the thing is, it's not about what I will do and what you will do. Our feelings and what we think we'll do doesn't even matter in the situation. It's about the people. The thing is that women are not going to do the work, but most women are the ones that are doing. And most women are not strong, just like most men are not strong. That's a fact. Our people are
I'm not no time for that. Then I don't know what his, well, honey, I don't care anymore. I don't. I really don't.
I'm trying to bring it
to 2021.
If you hear me out, if you pay attention to what the left side and the right side is doing with the whole Democratic third party over the the reason that's happening is to get the people to wake up. But the people have to stay out of it and not get involved because it's their war. They're going to fight and destroy each other. That's why the old folks say we do not have to fight them. They will do themselves. So we're pushing the way, go to the wilderness, not get mad and fight. Organize and move. People are too comfortable. So we have to move them. They're not. We all can't go to the wilderness with 5 people, 30, 40, 50 people to get the job done. To really build a kingdom.
Trying to figure out how we on YouTube. I didn't get to see nobody. Don't nobody get to see. I already know y'all been. Oh, here it is. Y'all already been on some weird stuff. Where are people at? People watching me. The things that you and other people are doing me. Y'all tripping. Where's my thing? Oh, that's why.
It's the truth. All the facts are here. What? Wake up and see it. And that's
here I come.
Here.
On a bunny ride. All right, go ahead. At least it ain't Facebook because I'm trying to stop smoking. Tell them I was smoking. What?
So, what we're doing is get what's going on. So I can tell you what's going to happen. I've been all year for the last couple of years. And I knew I switched things up a little bit, but I was still in money. So me reading these other books and deciphering them and get away from religion and get into the facts only. I'm a person that actually knows what the problem is with the people are. So we can't go by most truth or what we have to do with the people. Our emotions can't get involved. That's why I'm sitting there like so plain and dull right now. It's about them.
Oh, wait a minute.
Although they all want to go to the wilderness, how are we going to get these people to get off their
get my dating thing on there so I can have.
Stop being. And they can go
Like
to the wilderness. So that's what we're
Israelite
here for, right?
to me. And it's like that.
To go to the
Yeah.
wilderness. Israelite is just our heritage, it's not religion. They take to religion. So don't go for that hijack either. And we didn't name ourselves that thing. We're actually just choosing the creator. That's all we are by the Spirit. But that's another conversation. So how do we get the people to wake up? Because we showed them all the truth. We showed them the real history. We showed them no mystery. We showed the paperwork of the white folks saying, yeah, we did this. We did that. We showed them everything. Everything. There's nothing we left out. We even break it down what's happening now. And not one black person. You see, one or two go to Africa. I don't see nobody.
All right, so what I need is an RV. I need a full running functional RV, you know, the biggest one, right? Travel RV, and you go find some people. Now, the point is, though, this is what I want to clear. Yeah, you want to go. You're thinking about the wilderness as a means of shelter and war, correct? Or is that your paradise in the making, starting in the wilderness, living under? I mean, or like I said, is that a haven? Is that a shelter for now because of the war?
Is a place. No, the wilderness is a place that everybody's going to have to go to, regardless if they want to or not. They're going to be forced to go there because when the nukes and the bombs start flying.
That's what I was asking. The wilderness is for a shelter place. Ah, I see what you're saying, because you're like, I don't even know what's coming, and you're on. Oh well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a lot of wars within a war. You got a lot of war within the war building, and you got a lot of people against one people, and that's us. And so there's major plays being made right now, like at the nail shop. That same, I know, and we are the target. I understand. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. That's running. I don't know if I want to write. I don't think I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to stay and just do this shit. And I'll just have to die alone, you know, because there's nobody that's going to fight, you know what I'm saying? And I may not want to run. So, and, you know, I would rather go like another land that's already fighting, like Honduras or whatever, take the land over, come in there like roaches, and, you know, and start like that. But like actually hiding in the woods, is that, you know, I think maybe me and my dad about to talk about that. I'm a fighter. I know.
We're not supposed to fight the Honduras, so what decide they're not our people? We're for to go home.
What? What?
We don't fight the Honduras, they're not our people. Because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. It's about a bloodline. We're only here for our bloodline. And the ones who want to cling to us. If they don't want to admit who we are and cling to us and cling to the bloodline, then we're not going to be worried about them because we can't. We can't afford to. It's crunch time. Right now, folks have to get out and go to the wilderness to dodge all these missiles. And then you're going to have to stay in the wilderness and stay in one place for a month and go to the next place in the wilderness for a month because they're going to be looking for people to try to force you to take them out. Vaccination or kill you because the devil's going to be on earth in the physical form. And that means enemies of the Creator. And because the Creator is in us, they're enemies of who? Us. So we have many enemies, just like you said, against us. And the baddest enemy is going to be on the planet who's against us. And it's going to have so many powers and resources that we're not going to be able to fight, no matter how much we unite. We're going to have to be on the move. The scarce, that's why these books are saying even the elite will barely escape with their life.
Well, they're just going to blow me up from a bomb. Very strategic in that planning. But I would have more, I would have to be more bougie with it. Meaning, I like to build some underground shit, comfortability, and y'all scare me. Or that one guy do. Nature. Well, only because when I heard the story, when he was being interviewed and all. Look, man, I'm not running around catching A's. I'm not screwing the whole crew. I'm not going to be screwed. Let me see. I'm not carrot pushing barrels and shit and out pushing the cave rocks from the door open, man. No, I'm building. I'm going to have me a prince somewhere. I hope that I meet the prince before I go. But no. We got me and my prince has my own quarters. It's gonna have to be somebody I know, dog. So you have to give me a moment so I can go back out in my street, in my city or the next, and get around the people I know and be like, you know what you on? Let's try this bag. And I already know it. Then we'll go. I'm not going with y'all. I gotta be fucked up. And that will be that. Oh my God. No, baby. No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Now. Now. See, that's why you're trying to cut off the world. Now. If I was supported and I can create my area, put the stakes down on everything. I need the money though. And I'll go buy either land or find the stakes. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about living in caves and shit? In the wilderness. That's land. What wilderness? Where y'all at? Huh? Say what?
All together. I said, well, together with camps, you keep referring to, I don't know why you can come up with camps. So
what
conversation you have with these camps over guys to get those. I said, I don't know why you keep referring to these camps and stuff, but not those people. The Bible.
Oh, you keep saying you're scared. So you don't want me to bring no outsider. It ain't happening, boo. Because I don't trust none of that bullshit. You ain't gonna have me in the wilderness, and I don't know nobody now, boo. That's gotta be my wilderness thing. I'm not coming with no wilderness thing with no motherfucker. No, that don't work. That don't work. You ain't gonna tell me what I can't bring. That don't work. Tell me what
you talking about.
I'll be a dumbass. I'll be a dumbass. I can make it on my own without. I don't have to go to the wilderness. I'm not afraid. That's how I'm living. Yeah, I'm trying to take over some shit, or die trying. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Fuck they missiles and they mom. Fuck they missiles and they mom. Don't let me get a hand on it. Don't let me tell the team to get their hand on it first. I'm not in now. That ain't my thing. I mean, I said I would. I thought that was nice, but it wasn't more so. Hold up. It wasn't my talk about going out there with my hammock and shit. It wasn't about ducking war. It was about building on the land for food and this and that, and beautiful, all that. And ready to protect it from the crackers if they come trying to shut it down. But as a means of refuge, like hiding from a war and being all in the wilderness, but nah, bitch. I don't run from motherfuckers. What's wrong with you? Wrong page, wrong stage. That ain't what I meant. I said separating from the right man. We're going to buy our land. If they don't want to give it to a point blank, it's still going to be war at that point. It need to be some aggression applied to on this side, on the outside, facing you face to face, fuck nigga. You going to give me this shit.
No, it's not about dodging the war. That's the other thing.
Yeah, it sounds like it to me. It sounds like it to me. because I don't have to hide in the wilderness or disassociate, you know, from the people, or somebody tell me who I'm going to take to my paradise. Hey, because if it's not on just the simple, if it's not on the simple, because if you're a good person, all that energy and spirit is going to come out. I'm not going to be controlled. That's how I want to be controlled. And can't nobody make me feel like control. But, you know, I'm not going to be that humbling and submissive if I ain't feeling it. I can be really, but I'm not gonna be the laboring mule. That's a no timing. And you are strong.
Okay. Well, it still sounds like you're having a conversation that you had with somebody else that's not referring to us. What we're talking about is something different. What I'm telling you is that people have to go to the wilderness whether they like it or not, and our people are not going to move until they know who they are. So it's way deeper than just going and getting books to go. Folks, you got to wake them up, who they are, give them all the information and all the stuff that we already did. We already did all that work. Now you're here saying you're ready to go, but we can't tell who to fight because we're going to lose 2/3 because they're going to fight. And the Bible calls those black Gentiles, they're not even our people. So the people that look like us are going to go fight, and they're not even us. Why? They're going to fall for the trap. And the trap is already here in America. And if you're paying close to what's going on, you can see the trap. That's why people sit back, get your popcorn, and stay out the way. And then go to the wilderness because you're next. It's not a game. This is very serious. That's why the book says it's a grown man's game. This is chess, not checkers. This is a football game. And it's not just the war. We're talking about things coming from the ground you have never seen, things that exist that NASA's not telling you about, and other things that the Bible has told you about, but they have quoted it, so you have no idea what the hell the Bible's telling you.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, let me finish. Because they're coming to evil. Because the government has a deal with so-called aliens, which are nothing but demons in the flesh who eat people. And they come from under the ground because the government has underground facilities where they experiment and eat people. So they're coming to eat anybody, no matter who you are, your nationality, creed, race, or color. So you are hiding out the wilderness from the people. Not only that, if you're paying attention to what's going on, there's going to be human zombies. And there's a lot of them walking around right now because they took something they shouldn't have took, which we can't talk about because, you know, they'll take out this channel like they did my other 6 channels. So you're getting away from all that. And I don't care how big of a country you got. You're not fighting 1 trillion zombies. You're not fighting a whole bunch of demons and things that are 10, 20, 30, 40 feet tall and high 100 feet tall looking to eat people. That's why they wrote these books about Jack and the Beanstalk. That wasn't a fake story. They would tell you to your face what's going to happen. So knowing all this, you're running from a lot more a gun and something that you can't be anyway. You ain't beating no giant ass that's 1,000 feet tall looking to eat you. If he sees you, you're done. Forget about it. Gone. So how do you get the people to realize that? Although we showed them all this information, they've seen it. They can't deny it. Nobody can. If they get the information, they see the proof, because we show the proof, we show everything. To the point somebody said they look crazy. So knowing all this is coming, you're not running from just that one thing. You're running from a whole lot, because the Creator told us to, because he's the one that made all these things. People are seeing dinosaurs in different countries now, even in the United States. Who made those? The Creator. Who are they looking to eat? Me and you. Do you want to stay in the cities when they're going to be here and try to fight the dinosaurs that love eating people? Or would you rather run to the wilderness where you have a chance to set up booby traps and use the area around you and have more people that's on the same mindset, same page? We can build houses underground, and in trees we have protection and have places where the houses can be cloaked, where the government can't find you. We have a food supply in your own land built. That's the best way to go. Don't fight, survive. Don't fight, stay away. Don't fight. Depend on the Creator and the land He gave us. Depend on the Creator to get us through what's really on. And as the people, The problem is they will not unite. So how do you get them to do that? I have 16 want to go, but 16 is only going to get it done for a while. And sad thing, everybody's not going to make it when they get to the wilderness. If you send 100 individuals together, 50 of them are definitely going to die. Facts. They're not going to make it. Certain amount of land, as you know, can only support the amount of people. It's a known fact when you take a lot of people, actually have more people than the land can actually support. So they're already dead before they get there. They're just, someone just there to do the work and die off. Real facts, but it's about your survival, right? So how do you, this is what you have to look at. It's deeper than that. And that's my question to a lot of people. Is I gave the answer. I told folks what to do. I reached out to them and say unite, that are doing it. But they got women and no men. They won't move. Where they gonna work the women? Yeah, that's gonna work. Real nice. Just being real, you know it. You got men that don't want to do the work. They fucking lazy. Right? That's when they can't find a man to find a work that want to work a regular job these days. Am I not correct? So it's going to take more than just anger. It's going to take us night on one accord by knowing who we are and following our first power, the energy source that is in us, who is the creator. And we don't use names because he never gave us one. You start with names, that's religion. That's man's doctrine, that's lies, that's putting curses on yourself. Just like these holidays and so forth, same thing. We got to stop these holidays. We got to stop everything they ever gave us. Watching the freaking football games, everything. Everything must go. He never did that. And we built it. We didn't live in caves of the wilderness. We built off the land. We had better stuff than they got now off the land. The people are too comfortable. So we have to find solutions to get people to wake up and say, I've had enough, let's go. So what I tell folks, I'm not really telling folks anything, but besides showing them what's going on, because what's going on is going to keep people off. But you are going to see a bunch of black folks went out there, and other folks, all on one core, different nationalities, and they all going to get killed. Or forced to take the market and it's happening in the countries right now. They ain't putting on the news. It's about to come to America, so we're on the doorstep. Right now, you got who? The National Guard protecting that place they stormed, right? And Trump called the soldiers in to go through the people. They already got Biden. They got Nancy Pelosi. They want everybody else. That means they want Hillary. They want Obama. They come for everybody. They want the Rogers family. They want the whole 9 yards. Civil war is going to happen right here in this country. We might be a week away from it. That's folks might wake up then. When they see that, they might get scared then and say, oh, we need to leave. But you're still going to have some sheep. You know them sheeple, our own people.
See, God even described in the Bible. I knew it was going to be a worse Armageddon that one couldn't imagine. So when you speak of dinosaurs eating the people and such, the war Armageddon I imagine that was going to come right here supersedes all that. It just something unimaginable, the pain that was going to come. And so I wasn't trying to run at that point or no point, because I felt still with the Spirit of God that I felt it was going to bring the pain. Like I came to bring the pain, buckshots to the brain. I wasn't the target. So I don't give a fuck what kind of destruction God was bringing, as long as I'm in that energy of love and acceptance, and I know that I'm only qualified because of my heart. He knows it. Y'all don't know it at all. And I'm guided. And he's given me and blessed me and created me with that spirit of knowing.
Mm-hmm. So
And so I'm,
told us to go to
you know, God, whatever you're talking about, all I'm saying is that where you're talking about, I already expect. There you go. Mm-hmm. And I never saw myself having to go to the wilderness. I never saw myself having to go to the wilderness because the wicked's going to be destroyed and consumed by its own shit. So it's going to be wicked out here destroying each other. Well, I'm going to be chilling, laying low in my house, untouched. And if need be, I'm going to be prepared for any straight bullets or straight wicked trying to come through the crack and blow it back. What you mean?
So
the wicked don't destroy the wicked. And God's gonna rise.
Not exact song. The creator's gonna let the devil come and bring his fucked up army because people keep calling him the devil, Mr. J. So since these camps and people want to keep calling him the devil, he's gonna hand the people over to the devil. And he said in his book, he said the creator's the one that said let's go to the wilderness. So that means you're not gonna have a choice whether you want to or not. You either do it or you're gonna go because you have no choice. Fleeing for your life to the wilderness because you see all the death and everything. Yeah, I said the creator's the one that told about go to the wilderness because he's sending a messed up army who's gonna be the devil and his demon freaking devils. They're gonna be looking like alien people. That's what the Armageddon is. That's what the creator was talking about. And the
but you know what's true about what you just said? You know what's true about what you just said? When you were saying that they're like zombies and stuff like that, I promise you. First of all, I already been seeing that. But I saw the white man at work. What? I checked him in some kind of way, but he looked sweaty. It was just like creepy and stringy, like the stringy hair going down his face and that little beard and just hair and he looked and he was drinking something and he went, you know, drunk, put his head back to drink, and it was just like that little snarly beast on the side, impressed. It was like he had a thought, like, you know, and it just looked nasty, like he would have did some nasty, like he just, you know. So I saw that in a white person that just was different.
Yeah, but it's more than just white people. You got people that look like this is not us.
And people are zombified. I see that. They're still stuck. I see that.
Yeah.
They're still stuck. I see that. Black people. I see that. But I don't have no control over that, and I ain't trying to, you know,
change. Yeah, look at their eyes. That's how you know their eyes. But there's gonna be.
It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna find 10 people, 5 people that think like me. That's sick and sad. I fucked up.
I suggest you're gonna need more than 2 people.
I wanna fight. I want to go out like Nat Turner.
You need 30. You can't fight. If you fight, you're not. No, you're not supposed to fight yet. And that's how people understand when to fight. The time you fight is after you go to the wilderness, when the zombies and demons for 7 months has eaten up all the people and eaten up our enemies. And the ones who are our enemies who decided to bow down and realize who we are and serve who we're supposed to be serving and live amongst them like you're supposed to do, like the vibration is supposed to be amongst.
Where do you get your knowledge from? Where do you get that from? How do you come to that though?
I get it from the energy. He gives it to me, and I do the research. I get it from the energy, which everybody calls the creator. Folks call him other names. They shouldn't be calling him. And I get the research from him, and I do the research, and he proves it to me. And then I've been doing this for almost 5 years. And everybody tell you, I got the evidence. So I'm talking. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't prove them all. More than once. So the thing is that to fight, you die. The only time after these things has eaten and killed all people that they are forced to leave. And that's going to be after 3 years of darkness, which will happen soon. And you got to prepare for that too. But you got to prepare spiritually. You got to be living the right way. There's a lot of things you can't do. If you do it, then you're not going to survive it. The darkness can survive. And it's proof of that because it's about what state it was. But in the state of the United States, it happened.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
What is your views on the current situation with the pedophilia out here going on with the kids? What is your belief and knowledge on the epidemic of that?
What's going on with that is just seeing the elite getting caught up in everything they've been doing from me. That's part of their heritage. Their heritage before they got here. It's also the heritage they forced on us from slavery. It's just being exposed. Everything is being exposed. Everything comes to the light. Everything these people fighting on still in is coming to the light now. That's why it's being exposed that they're about to have a war in Washington. It's all being exposed. For us to see it, so we wake up. Why do we let us see it? So we come back to the Creator and go by His laws, not the laws that double snuck in there, because that's a hijack too. This part of that is a hijack, and commandments. And they don't want to go it. That's what we're gonna do it. And we probably respect our brothers and sisters and act like we supposed to act.
So what is the 16 people doing in the wilderness at this point?
No, everybody's also watching, point out, because these are a lot of teachers.
What?
We've been watching. What? I said everybody ready, because they see what's going on. There's a lot of people who are teachers, and that's been due diligent. The Creator has been using them. So that's who so far the 60 people are.
I said, what are the 16 people? You said you had 16 people ready to go. I said, oh, you said ready to go. Okay, so are there people already in the wilderness right now? In the wilderness.
There's plenty of people in the wilderness, but the people I'm talking about, a lot of folks that's in the wilderness now are not our people. The people you refer to in the wilderness, they ain't not Gentiles. The real people ain't even went to the wilderness yet. The ones that go to the wilderness right now.
Okay, that's what I want to know. So we're just preparing. Okay. So we're just preparing. Okay.
So people are getting ready because what's going on. The question is, how do you get the real people? Because you're gonna need more than 16 people. Don't get me wrong, that's good to start off. Everybody jump into more people along the way, but everybody ain't gonna live the whole thing. That's just common sense. We want them to, but you're gonna need more than that. So instead, my whole thing is this: in order to secure our peoples, no matter what you want to call yourself, okay? And I don't really. I know for a fact that we are children of the Creator by the Spirit. We just live in these bodies, the bodies are not us. We are spirits. All right? And the whole fact is, we, people of the Spirit, are supposed to get together and go, but you need more than 16, and we have to do it on the big scale. All the books, no matter what book you use, tell you it's going to be on a big, massive scale. Why is that? Because something so bad is going to happen to this country that they're going to be trying to kick us out. What's going to happen? The aliens are coming to eat human people. They want the blood. They come to drink it. They come to eat it. The same way they do to the babies that you're talking about down over there, where they pay thousands of dollars. These so-called superstars, everybody love, with nothing but Draco, demon race, shapeshifters, body snatchers, invasion body snatchers. Why they sold you the movie, right? And what they gonna do when they shapeshift on motherfuckers? They come to eat too. All these motherfuckers, your presidents, your mayors, your movie stars, your rappers, your artists, I don't care who they are, your R&B singers are demons, shapeshifters, and they come to eat. They eat the babies. They put the baby in McDonald's. This is the same thing they plan to do, except they plan to do it to you, and to me, and to anybody else that can be caught. One thing we get to tell our folks to get in shape, stop being fat, start eating healthy. You can't run from a freaking zombie that's gonna be 10 times stronger than you, and you can shoot him 50 times. His ass ain't gonna die unless you blow his brains out. And most of our people can't shoot. We need to go back to bow and arrows. And how you do that? Get them in the wilderness soon. But you can't teach them nothing if they think they know everything. You can't get them to the wilderness. Now I'm pretty sure you, just like I, been screaming to my rooftops about let's get out of here. But who's listening? To scream at our rooftops like we've been doing and saying that, it's not working. To show the information like we did, that helps, but that's not working. So who's gonna make it work? The creators make everything play out to make our people move. So the point is, our people are not gonna move no matter what we do, what we say, until the creator keeps exposing more messed up stuff like he's doing. The same messed up stuff me and you are tired with these Democrats and all this other BS. And that's why I told everybody, sit back and get your popcorn, because now you're gonna see droves of people at the last minute dying to leave. And then you're gonna see how they jump in your lap and say, what was you talking about, sister? We were talking about, brother, and then we can leave. And then you're gonna have the dummies that stay here and think they can stay in the house with what the books say. You have not made any plans to leave. You will die because the walls you live in are like paper. What is your walls made of? Exactly. Our walls are paper. Sheetrock is paper. Wet it or crumble it. What do you think a nuke's gonna do to it? But you tell others to leave.
What do I think of what?
That's what you're doing. What do you think that the nuke's going to do to these houses that are paper? These houses are paper. People are own house owners, and they paying all this money for paper houses, cardboard. The wood is not even wood anymore.
Oh, I already know. I know everything regarding that. And, you know, one thing that appeals to me is the training, the archery, the you know, the bow and arrow, what you were saying, you know, training, running up the mountains and the rocks, and you know, doing all that as far as training, physical, like military training. Oh yeah, that appeals to me. I'll be out there training right on that. Yes, indeed.
So now you see, when we had the wilderness and getting all this training to fight, hand-to-hand combat, dirty fight, and the whole 9 yards, booby traps, everything we gonna need is survival skills to plant in the whole 9 yards, no matter what.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I like that idea.
Now that's when you can turn and then fight, but you can't do that until after the thing people are going to get eaten. Why? Because all their weapons that we can't defeat, like nukes, be destroyed. It's gonna bring them back to the 13th century. Like muskets. If we have bow and arrows and we got the proper training and come back, we can beat them with their musket and take it back. That's what we use as a battle act. And then we're gonna have super abilities because they are gonna have super soldiers. So some of us are gonna get superpowers. Then you have to wait for your men to get their superpowers, such as so-called X-Men, because we are the X-Men. That's what they'll tell you. That's why we have an X gene. So we're waiting for those powers to be put back in us. There's history for our X gene to fully develop. Because we are the X-Men. The black man and black woman is the X-Men. That's why they made it throw it in your face. The X gene comes from who? And if you don't have the X, the Y gene, you don't get a black man. If you look up their gene, it's not the same genes. So we are the X-Men. So when the black men get the super abilities, we can fight the super soldiers. So you have to wait. That's one of the reasons I go to wilderness, to buy you time and buy your black men time as they do the work to get the super abilities as they receive their training.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, that aspect of it or vision of it, I think that's what I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Going out, going into the land and doing that. And instead of on a broad spectrum, like you said, because all these years, nobody's done it yet. They may have gotten donations and money for this, that, and the other, and got their own farm going on. But I can't see that I can pull up. But here's my bag, you know, whatever. It's not even flourishing, I don't think, you know, in the commercial stores and stuff. So I see it on that aspect. That's it right there. And like I said, you said, you know, people are too comfortable with the way it is. That's true. And so nobody really wants to go out there, like I said, and do the work. Um, so that's
You
my
want to do it.
that's my
I want to
vision.
do it.
That's my vision. But you just made it kind of creepy sounding. You
I
know,
feel right now.
like I always say into the woods or
No,
the wilderness, like. But that is, you know.
I'm just giving you, I'm just giving you the facts because when you bring up the child stuff that's going on, that right there all plays into it, and they've been doing this all along. Now that instead of
I
hiding
know.
it, they want to just
I
do a test. Ain't no difference. It's just it's dead wrong. We all know it. So I mean,
They wanted people to adjust. Is that what you said? They wanted people to adjust that. Oh.
You see the law they want to do to us, but you see the laws they passed. The man can marry a dog now. If you want to marry a regular right now, you can go ahead and go for it. The man can marry a dog if you want to right now.
A dog.
It's in America.
They're gonna have
if you want to marry your
with
regular,
the animal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They want to 6-year-old kids and shit. Now they trying to pass that law. You know the devil's about to play on the scene when they pushing that. I said, you know the devil's gonna come on the first when they pushing that. They want you to marry a 6-year-old.
They're trying to pass a law that you can marry what? 6-year-old. Is that what you said?
So they ain't gonna hide it no more. They want to eat people and then they want to marry kids. That's they want to eat people and they want to marry kids. They want to marry kids that are 6 years old. And then they want to turn around. You know, McDonald's, all these fast food restaurants, all the meat that's in all these fast food restaurants is actually kid meat. And adults go and buy it and then ask where the kid is at. It's in your stomach, you ate it. And the Rothschild posted that they did this and it said, y'all keep eating it, so it's not their fault. He's right. Y'all keep eating it. Y'all must like y'all child meat. And y'all complain that they gone, they raping them, but y'all eating it.
Oh, when they said they were putting parts of children in food and stuff. Yeah, I heard that.
Putting it right in,
like aborted.
Everybody buying them.
I forgot what they said that they were putting it in though. Where did they say they was putting it in?
Every time they sacrifice at the Homey Grove, they grind up the meat and they send it to McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, all of them.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's. That's what they said. McDonald's. Yeah, I didn't believe it. I was like, they lied. You know,
they telling the truth. When that white man when Rothschild got up there and said it, you know he was telling the truth. That's why he said, "Ain't my fault." I told y'all. When y'all kids,
oh, I didn't see that. Where is that at? Where is that at? So I can research that. Where is that at?
Find that on YouTube. He ain't hiding. He don't care. People are too dumb to listen. It's on YouTube.
I'm gonna Google that.
You can go Sal telling you
he put that kind of stuff. I can't even ingest it. You know, I heard that. And I know people are crazy. I know they like that. I don't put nothing past them. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because that's all you can do after law is laugh. What else you gonna do? Besides, all I can do is tell people the truth. They don't listen. What am I gonna do? After a while, I gotta laugh, right? The creator's gonna make it up eventually. So I got my popcorn, and you know, but we ought to speak out against it and chastise it and say that it's wrong because it is.
You're right. Look at these clowns. I know, right? Wow, they proven themselves. I see the height of black man here, and it amounts to nothing. It amounts to nothing. Everything that they feel excel them.
So I
leaves them where they started. Huh?
Well, watch this. Watch this. When they cut off Section 8, they'll listen in. When they cut off healthcare,
It
they'll
was
listen
what?
in. When they cut off Section 8 in healthcare, that's when the people will listen. When they cut off everything they gave us through their government, to subsidy to anything, people will start listening. When they can't get no food stamps and they see that they got cut off by their master, they're gonna listen. They too used to master. And no matter how much they say they want to be free, they sucking on master's tit. And that's why we having such a problem. So we got to figure out how to get them off of that.
Without it.
Master's titty.
That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But hearing someone else say it, maybe that's when I hear somebody else say it, because I feel it already, speak it already, know it already. But hearing somebody else say it, I'm like, are they weird? But you're not, because I feel and think the same thing. You know what I mean? Are they on something else? What kind of wave is this? But it's the same thing I've been saying all along. It is just somebody else saying it is making me feel funny to hear it, you know, and that's all the things I said. That's all the things I know.
That's true though. But see, that's what brings in the whole Israelite. And that's why I say don't go by the religious part, because on Facebook you're gonna see all this religious bullshit. They don't mind to that. They're lost. Israelite is just like real history. No matter what you want, we got to get to the real history of our people and expose the real history so they can see how these people stole our land. Because people brought land on us. We wasn't brought from Africa. We was already here. Facts. Egypt is actually in this country. It's not in that fake place they keep calling it. The promised land was in Utah for so-called Judah. There's no Hebrew. Our land. So we got to wake up to their real history so they can realize they got something to fight for. But we also have to expose them to what the Creator said, what He gonna do, so they will finally believe the Creator, because everybody doubts the Creator. Worst thing we can do, and get out of dogs like He say. But when the playing field is even, that's when you come get your land. But we have to know the playbook. But in order to get folks to get to the playbook, you got to wake them up to who they are first. And until you know who you are, you fight for what is yours and what you are. You'll be complacent. And the worst thing that you can do to a warrior nation is take everything they have, then they have no reason to fight. If they don't wake up to see that this is their land, nothing to fight for. And
that's what I said. But you know what the question, you may be right on all of that, because it seems that everybody that speaks, as you see, when I tried to come together with that, I don't know why, and I wonder all the time, I'm sitting up here saying, why don't I hear anybody talk saying, let's go? I never hear nobody saying, let's go. And for some reason, I feel rejected by that. Maybe in certain, I think I mentioned a couple people that I thought was about it, and I requested them, like even just a Facebook friend or something. I saw that pop up. I must have done that with the first part of it, and I was like, oh, seeing it again, I was like, damn, that's what it is. People who talk the talk and really about it, and when they meet up with somebody that really is about it, what they just talking about, then they turn away, or they turn away because they're not about that for real. And so we try to bring it to their table or whatever. They're not on it.
They're not on it. But we have to break down this religious beliefs too. Like you see how the boys, you got all these black groups, right? How are we uniting if we got 50 different beliefs? That ain't gonna work. So how we get on one mind, have the same belief? So that's the division right there. So we got to tear that. Like I've been tearing down religion for a long time. The religion is the Creator, because it's really not me. But you're supposed to be getting rid of all these things that they implanted the slavery beat all this crap into us. It don't matter what religion you have.
It's pretty disgusting.
Religion.
It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting because, like you said,
I was listening.
Because even when people are made aware that they're being programmed and tricked, what are you doing over there? Being tricked into whatever. They don't change up. They don't switch up. So they're just very comfortable in what it is that they're doing and don't want to change up. That's the whole thing. They don't want to. They like it. They like where they're at. Because they're not willing to walk it off and go. You know, they're not. Or fight. Neither one. They're not willing to give it up to go fight, climb up the wall, or go and start over somewhere like in the wilderness. But can you imagine how beautiful that would be? A whole nation of people just saying, "Let's go, let's go." Don't we want to? Yeah. Of us, let me be clear. The time is now. Should have been. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm holding my head down. I know that's true. I know that's true. I already know. I already know, man. The evil is there. I know. Yeah.
It's been in our face for a while now. Almost, this started in 2020, going on 2021, and it got worse. Like, what the? It got worse.
Crazy. Everybody crazy. Like you said, zoned out on something. That's what I was saying. I was on a bus, and a bus driver, a black man, but he was real light-skinned white black man, but he just, I don't even know. He tripped out on me, and I couldn't even understand it. You know, usually I'll give you a reason if you bold enough to go that far, but I mean that man was swinging me around and I'm like.
Yeah, shit.
You know, in every account, he just mean, like for no reason. I'm like, these motherfuckers took the vaccine. What's really going on? They acting funny, crazy, aggressive. That's how they act. Aggressive. Everybody.
That marking no joke.
Black, white, Chinese.
I'm gonna try not to talk about that because I know they sit up there watching. The rest of they forcing the people to take it. You know one thing? As much as sometimes you ain't want to leave this place. In Russia, Russia didn't even test this shit. Putin made his mom and dad get it. He made them get it. They didn't have a choice. So everybody else is getting it too. And in some places they paying folks to take it. You get $2,000, but you'd be like that.
I heard that. I heard 200, but yeah,
It ain't funny. I know I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. It's fucked up, man. I just don't. Instead of getting mad at it and losing my mind and doing something stupid, I'd rather just laugh so I don't do something stupid until we can get these plans that we gotta do. And then when it's time to come back, it's a ball game. But we gotta also the other thing they ain't telling folks that they should know folks is about. I mean, you've been noticing in the sky these fireballs.
Say what?
And different. What? Have We've been noticing fireballs increasing, falling in different states, like the small ones so far.
Fireballs? Fireballs?
Fireballs from out the sky.
What is that? What is that?
Fireballs. Balls of fire, rocks of fire. They're called comets. That's why.
Oh, no, I ain't seen nothing.
And it falls from the... Okay, so news media putting it. Well, if there's alternative news, there's tons of increase in fireballs hitting the earth. And the news ain't talking about it. And part of this whole thing is seeing played out with the Democrat Republican stuff is to keep you busy. The other thing we were supposed to be trying to escape from was the fireballs and brimstone, which is supposed to be part of the Creator's judgment on these people for what they've done to us. And every city will be destroyed within an hour when this happens. So we don't even want to be in these cities when that happens. And if you go on alternative news, which is not, you know, the news that be on TV, you have to find another alternative news media that's going to tell you the truth and not lie to you, like they keep lying to us all the time on NBC and Channel 4 and Fox and stuff like that. And they're showing all this stuff. And so this guy Rapture News been showing a lot of that stuff on his channel too. So this is something that people should be awoke from. People should be running to the woods, right? They should have been running 6 months ago. Fuck waiting for somebody. Even though they take a risk of not surviving. I mean, it's gonna be hard to survive by yourself in the woods. But you think folks will be going insane? They'd be like, "Oh, let me get out of here," and just panicking and running to the woods. But unfortunately, so we just got to keep pushing, and we have to. I think it's going to be up for the people. I don't want to say to lead, because I don't think we'll get the job done, but to coordinate things together and work with the people, just like I've been coordinating with these 16 people and working with them. Some are asking, be ready to go yet? Because they're getting anxious, and that's good that they are, because I know they serve. Now I have to get with the rest of them and coordinate for us to go. But of course, you don't want to leave with just 16 people. You do need more than that. So we leave at 16, we hoping everybody survive. We went to a couple of more people who may came from another group and made some of their folks that didn't survive. But see, that's how the Creator's going to bring his people together. He's going to do it on his own, because you have too many, you have all these camps out there in the wilderness, and they're not even our people. And if the ones that are going to be misled, and the men is led by Hamites and Canaanites, who some are black, but they're not you, but they look just like you. They can be hanging around you. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know anything unless they told you. You got Canaanites look like Mexicans too. I got one that live right next to me, look like a Mexican, but he ain't. But you wouldn't know unless he told you. So our people have been infiltrated by these agents. That's something you were talking about. These agents, they're being infiltrated by agents. We're being, even on YouTube, they watch our channels. Just I know on Facebook they watching everything. Facebook is terrible for that. But so these agents that they really pay these people that look like us, that ain't us, that's really on their side.
That's true. I'm trying to figure out who they are. I'm trying to think everybody around.
Right?
I'm starting to be in it.
If they're leader of a large camp or a large church or something like that, then you already know who the guy is. So that's how you point them out. But just like that, UIC or ICU, folks been talking about them for a long time, years and years and years, and you see people still running to ICU, and he telling folks to take the mark of the beast. Straight undertaker, he say, take the mark of the beast. How you gonna eat? How you gonna live? I was exposing a long time ago on Facebook. Folks still running to him. They got record numbers of people that look like you and me, and they all gone to the wilderness. People go with that group. Before they know it, they're gonna be taking a chip. They're gonna be in the wilderness. They're gonna be eating people and shit. All types of fucking stuff. They're gonna be, the stuff that you hear some of these camps talk about, having 30 wives and and all this craziness, which you can't do, and then.
So you're saying in the wilderness.
The one thing I will say.
In the wilderness. That there are, let's just gonna use for lack of a better term, that have their own walk of life in the wilderness.
Say it again, because it was breaking up.
Are you saying that in the wilderness, you said that there were already people in the wilderness, but they're not of the good righteous kind? Is that what you're saying? Okay. And you said Canaanites and stuff. See, I don't know any about that history so much. I know I've heard, of course, Hebrew, Israel in the Bible growing up as a young person. I remember the word Canaanites, but to know anything to tell you what it means and who they were and what role they played, I don't know. I've heard it on Facebook or saw at least the word Canaanites, and I just scroll on by. I've never really listened, so I don't know what all that stuff is about.
So black and white Canaanites, and those are the ones that are so responsible for our fall. They're also connected to the fake, those Ashkenazis call themselves Jews, but they're not. They're connected to those people too, but there's black and white ones.
If I remember correctly, the Canaanites were the wicked. The Canaanites were wicked in the Bible, correct?
Cain killed Abel. Then made a deal with the devil and slept with one of his seeds and had a baby. And born the white nation. Or the black child that's actually of them that look like us but ain't. And that's why the Bible says that even some of us have Canaanite babies and don't even know it, but we're not Cain.
What's a Canaanite?
They don't have Canaanite is a double seed.
Is a devil seed. Canaanite is a devil seed, a devil child. And you said that came from Cain, right?
That's right.
Canaanite came from Cain.
Seeds. That's correct.
Or
we come from Shem.
Was born into Canaanite. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have the bloodline Shem against Cain. Where we come from Shem.
Okay, gotcha. The bloodline of Cain is Canaanite. Oh, that makes sense. Cain. Canaanite. Okay. Right. The bloodline of Cain. Okay. Canaanite. Got you. Okay. So that is a devil seed spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Okay. Now I understand. So you have Canaanites.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
I
got it.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say something. I was listening to you.
I was just saying. So the Canaanite spirit type people, they didn't already took off. The devil and went out already. The devil type Canaanite people, they didn't already went off into the wilderness. And you're right. You're right. Hold on, let me say something. So they're already preparing for, the righteous or whatever coming in to build our little haven. So they already been prepping, getting stuff ready. And that's true, because I see the white people on some of those YouTube, and they're already underground. They got their little shit going on. But I don't know if they're trying to escape, the fall of America. I don't know if they're here to do us harm or they're just going underground to protect themselves. But they're out there protecting themselves. They're setting up shop already out there.
Yeah.
With their underground bunkers. Yeah. They're out there training too. Did you see them acts conversation? Oh, hold up. Did you see? They got this act competition and chopping down trees and stuff. They training for real, yeah. And but they're Canaanites. Oh yeah, they look like they ready to hang up a nigga, boy, and eat them and sacrifice them and then toss them up. You right? I know what's behind that spirit. I know. Or people in general, like you said, who knows? Fuck it, the world's about to crash. We're gonna learn how to saute a motherfucker. Hey, bring the seasoning. You right? Because we might be until we, you know, we might be hungry. We might gotta eat a motherfucker. Let me show you how to do it now. You're right. And training, conditioning their seeds really well. We might be hungry. So, but the better life now. Be right.
We're not gonna do that.
So we're going off the land. We know what it takes to live. We don't have to eat our kids to live. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so we have to go. A lot of these you see out there now are being led by Canaanite leaders. Apparently, one of us and they black, but they not really us. So that's the scary thing. But you got all these folks that us falling blind, sheep led to a slaughter. So then our people in, and there's a lot of them. So people have to learn to start researching themselves, not go to these camps or to a pastor or anyone, and start doing research, not just in the Bible, because you ain't gonna find everything in that Bible, especially not the King James Version. You gotta be all messed up. There's a lot of money goes into researching these books, and then you gotta go online and look on all types of computer websites and not just gonna get it. So those are the people that's going to be going to the wilderness, going to actually behave. You know, you can't, of course, that's who they are. And I've been noticing the crazy and bringing people together here on YouTube so that sure things will work out. Now, as far as the white people we're talking about, they're in the wilderness. That's something that's good that they're doing that. But if they're like government, how I say government, how they have government ties, those white folks is definitely not somebody will be around because they're gonna be on the ground dealing with government stuff. We already know what they're about. But if you're common white folk, you know, who have the ability, have much that's willing to work with you. When I say work with them, if they're willing to admit that they know who you are and they're willing to change and to live amongst the land, as the vibration is supposed to be, and do the way we're supposed to do, and love us. I mean, really love us for who we are, instead of having that hate that was taught by the ancestors. And it's not just the white people, it's every nation. Because truth be told, if they're not down with them, they're not in the bloodline, they're an outside nation. So that also means Africans. Not all Africans are Hamites, which is a brother who got kicked out the family because they took the devil side. They love the devil. They like the voodoo and the black devil magic. So they got kicked out. But, you know, all these different nations, even down the Portuguese, some of you Puerto Ricans that's out there, you can even some of our own people, unfortunately. And then, of course, they changed up when they found out that they fucked up, but it was too late. But everybody that was citizens down. But then you got these people that
I can hear you.
You got to get these people to wake up, but we stay away from a lot of these nations, only 4 nations that want to. If they're not about helping our people and understanding that they have to respect us, and value for us, and give us our just value due, because that's what they're supposed to do anyway. Have you seen anything into the Vatican City?
Have I seen what?
Anything in the Vatican City?
Vatican City?
Vatican City? Yes, no.
Is that what you said? Vatican City?
Have you seen anything involving the Pope in his worship in Vatican City, who he's praying to.
Oh, the Pope. The Pope. You know, no, I was talking to a neighbor yesterday about the 1995 pledge of the Islam, telling them the pledge about from this day forward, I would no longer assault children or sexually abuse little boys and girls for sexual gratification. They said, you know why they said that in 1995? I said, why? He said, because at that time they had some lawsuits or something against the Vatican and, you know, with their pedophilia and stuff. I said I wouldn't give a damn what they was doing. They didn't have Catholics in there making that pledge. They were talking to the million people at the march. But more importantly, after 1995, they reiterated that. I believe it was in 2006 when Farrakhan's daughter, and now they're not at a Million Man March. They're not talking to a million motherfuckers out there. They're talking to specifically the NOI. And when you're reminding them of the pledge that they took in 1995. So they, you know, was just trying to say in 1995, the reason it was that pledge was introduced was because of the things that was going on with the Vatican and the pedophilia. And I don't give a fuck about all that. That's their shit. So, you know, as far as the power over, you know, what's happening out here, you know, I don't know the extent and I don't care. All I know is we haven't been exercising any power to fight any shit. So I don't care damn about none of them. They come my way, goddamn it, it's do or die. They're gonna try to live. You know, they're gonna be trying to stay alive fucking with me. So I don't give a fuck. Or I'm gonna die trying. That's it. You know, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I got plans. I got ideas to deal with all of that. And we didn't even touch nothing yet. I don't hear y'all talking about that, but like you said, you really can't say it. But everybody can be touched. Most definitely. I would love that. You know, but if we're going to the wilderness is a place to, you know, have refuge and, you know, and only react, you know, when attacked. And that's the position. That's not really one I like, you know, because I'm the mother of Earth. Let's just say, and bitch, you can fuck with my kid. So I stand on that note.
Okay. All right. So with that said, the reason we was put here as a people was to teach the Gentile and heathen how to live. But instead we listened to them, which is why we went wrong. And then, well, you see it a different way. So we're supposed to be teaching them.
So are you saying
who don't hate us?
Now I heard of the Gentiles, the Jews and the Gentiles. I heard that in the Bible, all the Jews and the Gentiles. Not familiar with the Gentiles per se exactly, except that I don't think the Gentiles are supposed to be good people. I don't know. But that again, I don't know anything about that except the name, Gentile. So what's that about?
Okay. So let me explain it. So the heathen and Gentiles, we won't use the J word because actually the J word is actually pagan. So the heathen and the Gentiles, we were put here to teach them and show them how to live amongst the earth. They were supposed to look at us.
Where they come from. So basically, are you trying to say that the Gentiles was here before what? Black people? Before who?
No. No. They'll tell you that, but that's not the case. But that's not what I'm talking about. The reason we were put here is to teach as far as where they come from, that's not the story. But I'll get to that in a minute if you want. But the reason we're put is to teach the heathen and the Gentiles, the outside nations that were made not by him. The Creator had most mercy on them due to the fact that whoever created them was not for the good reasons. So they were bad and became good, but they became bad again. But that's all this stuff. Just going to the fast run. Just a quick one. All right. So these people who have everything that is ours now who we call white, East Indian, Chinese, Japanese, and all these other nationalities who are not us, have these people who are going to turn around. Some of them are going to turn around and love us and realize that they have no choice but to learn from us when they're flat on their back, when they have no choice. And they're going to extend their hand for leverage because they have the land that we can stay there temporarily until we move to another land, because we can't stay in one place for a long time. This is going to be a serious thing. And they're going to be looking to follow us for survival and to get the answers, because they want salvation. They don't want to get what their ancestors are going to get. And we all know the ones who don't bow down is going to slavery. So they're going to be the house niggas. It's all playing out the same way it played out for them. It's going to play out for us. So he's going to be the house niggas. So we happen to see some that come to us and extend a hand. I would say use you have to think it through and let the Creator really guide you to see if you should accept that help. Because you still may look like they're really helping, they're doing the right thing, because I'm helping other people there too, and they're supposed to admit to you. Now, the reason I say this, because the Pope, he bows down to a person. Everybody calls him Mr. J, but that's the devil, that's religion. That's all bullshit. Don't believe in that. We don't serve a man. You're not supposed to serve no man, not even your husband. We don't serve him. He's creation. Just like you're created, he's created. Y'all supposed to get along and work it out on one accord, one mind. That's how we supposed to do. We're not doing like we used to, obviously. That's why we have this predicament now. And so what we need to start doing is when these people want to cling to us. And in Russia, we have the same thing happening where Putin is exposing all the history, and he's bowing down to black statues. What does that tell you? They know the Creator is in us. They know they have to bow down to us. They know they have to come back to us. As the beginning will be in the end. So when they cling to us, everything will come back to us. Everything they stole and then some will be given. These people are going to give us so much gold and so much stuff to the point that we're going to be the richest people in the history of this planet. That's how it's actually going to go down. But we have to go to the wilderness first. And in the wilderness, you are going to have some heathen and Gentile, but I suggest if you come across them, you use your brain. Don't think just because they want to really
say that again. Back out of that. What you mean? We're going to, starting off in the wilderness, how it's going to be.
In the wilderness, you're going to have some heathen and Gentile. Outsiders that may look to help. If you run into a heathen or Gentile in the wilderness, I suggest to all the people that you use our brain. We actually, because if you use your brain, you can tell if a person really want to help you or not. Common sense tells you if they're looking to help you to do something. So we have to use our brain. Just like if you run amongst one of your own people, or somebody that look like us that may not be us, or he may be us and be chipped up. He may act like he want to help you, but you better use your brain. Because it could be, so
instinct.
There'll be some help, but there's going to be some traps. So that's why I keep saying this is chess. We stay in the wilderness cities. I don't want to be here, I'll tell you that right now. I feel bad for anybody who's here. You go to the wilderness, it's definitely a lot safer, but you still got some traps. You almost got to stand amongst your own.
So where's the wilderness? Where is that at? Where is that at? A different island? Where is that?
Any wisdom that they have not labeled. There's no way you can't get on a plane and escape. Everybody all over the world need to go to the wilderness. Everybody over the world's gonna have to go to the woods, and you can't go to
Go
the
where?
park woods. Now they name some woods parks.
Go where? Everybody in the world gonna have to go where?
It has to be in the woods. So everybody's gonna have to go to the woods.
To the woods.
That's where they're gonna have to go.
Well, I'm pretty feeling that way, isn't it? Dummy. I know. I was
looking that way. That's how it's been looking for a while now. So, but like I said, I already let you know the door's open. If you
no, I mean, so, I don't expect any good from the man. I don't expect nothing good. I expect the worst. I've been expecting the worst. To going all the way back down to the basics. I already felt that, and I think I said that when I first got on Facebook. I was like, "What? You need to get the motherfuckers, or
Well, you can't trust mankind 99.9% of the time, and mankind ain't man, if you know what I mean. There's humans, as man. If you're a human, that means you're a sub man. You're not a real human. So we ain't gonna get into that because then they're gonna call it prejudice. You know how they do. But so I think if we
done something to make you laugh and go get some popcorn, like you be like, how dare you even?
As long as you're in the city, get that popcorn. But I want you. I really want you to get.
That do be funny. No, that's funny. Them crackers real funny. So basically, what I'm hearing, huh? Did I make my YouTube page?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just haven't been on it.
I kind of would be nice if you started it. I'm not telling you what to do because I don't have the right to, but it'd be nice if you started your recording on it and then get like the message of let's go, let's get out, who's ready, sort of thing. Because it's powerful to hear assistance.
All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What about moving in the wilderness of Honduras? I instinctively trust those people.
If you're in Honduras already, and then you have to do research because I'm not sure Honduras is our people.
You don't what now?
So, not the research, but if you are already in Honduras, if you're in Honduras, so most folks. If you're out in the wilderness, know the Honduras people is our people. There's no clear sign saying they are people. Just because they look like us don't mean yes. Like we know, like how I say it, and that's something you can always go by looks to a certain extent. Like in the what's that? I guess the Spanish over there. There's Spanish, but they're really not. The El Salvador. So over there in those areas, I guess in the wilderness, there's plenty of people that they didn't realize that are not people around those camps. There's wilderness over there, but people are not going to get there. I mean, most people ain't got the money fast, and our people don't know how to handle money. Another sad fact. Unfortunate. Nobody's teaching how to balance a checkbook, and most of our people are destroyed. That we have to do the thinking, which is really sad. Which is why most of us who actually know a lot of stuff don't want to leave. I just don't want to be bothered with it because it's going to become a headache. And the last time the leaders who we call ourselves chiefs told anybody anything like we doing now, because the only thing different is that we came back. We just came back to tell everybody the same thing over, but they killed us. They hung us on trees, sold us out to the wolves. And they cut our penises off and burnt us at the stake and had picnics, containing the same message we tell them now. So that's why we don't want to leave. So they can kill us again. You see? You have all these people talking about,
he already said that. You ain't lying. They already said it when they wrote that shit down what time it was, and they keep saying it, and they keep saying it, and they say maybe they don't get the picture yet. Let me just lay it out here what it is. And no, they don't get it. You're right. They keep saying it over and over and over what it is. So whoever it is still open to see a change. Yeah, I know. I get you right there. Yeah, that's what I said. That's right.
So it is, but I really want you to start a YouTube to like teaching on YouTube because I think it's very important for a sister and very strong for people to see for a sister to say the things you're saying, and it will make people move. Like brothers will move when they see a sister saying it because it's going to make them feel small. Because if a sister's saying it, why I ain't saying it? And you know how brothers' pride is. So when you get on YouTube and you say we should be doing this as a people and doing that, and then you bring out that chart book like because you had detailed plans, and you start exposing all these things about the injustice they're doing to our people and exposing it, and then even bringing up scriptures that compares to it so they know it's true. As a sister, they'll start listening to you and they'll start getting prepared to go to the wilderness, especially if things start being the way they're doing now with all the crazy we're seeing. That's only going to help what you're trying to do. And what you're trying to do is help our people survive, because that's what it's about. So, it'd be nice. Again, not telling you what to do. You know, you are single. You have the right to do what you feel to do. So, you know, it would just be nice is all I'm saying.
You know,
just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm. I would love to, but I've been talking for 5 years and nobody moved and said, "Come on, sister, let's go." That confused me for a while. So I'm talking everything y'all talk about, and just call me and let's go. I'm ready to do it. Whatever y'all doing, I'm come get me. You know, I come in slide my DM or not.
Well, like I said, if you want to go,
I don't want the confrontation. This is how I would like to move. It's just really a condition based and a situation based time to to awaken the common sense. You know what I'm saying? And maybe compare it to things that they can clearly see and see how does it not make sense to proceed the same way as saying, you know what I mean? But anyway, I don't know about Hebrew, Israelite, and I really don't want to talk about Spirit of God because right now I'm just moving with a force and an energy that I've always felt a connection to something, and I thought it was something always watching over me. That's all I know. And he's greater than you and everybody else out in this motherfucker, because ain't near one of y'all when I didn't ask just to, just connecting with that, open the door for my release for any pressure. You know what I mean? So that's how I move. I don't move from the white people God, what they talking about, because from what I researched, that God was prejudiced. And then these other guys, y'all saying it's okay to marry 9 years old. I don't rock with that. So I ain't with that. So I'm with this guy that I want to believe in. And that's the man that ain't, that's the spirit of creation or the whatever. It's like, this ain't how shit's supposed to be rocked. So we gonna all this in some kind of way, nature itself, however it was formed, go reform and because this ain't the way it's supposed to go. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't want to get on their religious faith. I'm not putting no claim to Israel, Hebrew. I don't even care about it. That's number one. I don't care about it. I'm walking in the spirit of shut this shit down and then move the fuck on and get shit set and set up shop. Stop, drop, shut them down and open up shop. You know, and that's it. And but I'm believing in my purpose. I'm believing in why I was created, and it was not to be under the spirit in which, you know, been corrupted. I think it is to multiply, fulfill, and be happily motherfucking happy. You know, peace, living in peace, not war, no jealousy, no envy, no who's the baddest and all that. Everybody moving to the same beat. And that's just to live drama-free, violent-free, happy. What's wrong with that scenario? Niggas, what? Happy is good. Happy is life. And you have that with all your little, who you call them, the Gentile, good, bad, back, and the Canaan, and the Manan, and the boo-boo, and the boo-boo, and the juju, and the foo-foo. They're going to try to shut that down because that's what evil do with good. They want to thrive. Evil want to thrive. Evil want to live. Evil want to exist. Evil want to take over like a vacuum. All good. So you're going to have to fight evil. And I think if, you know, I don't know what you're talking about in the wilderness, you know, the evil is still around there, you know, man. And I think you tried to insinuate, try to slide it in on me, and break the ice with me, more or less to say that white people's going to be in the little paradise wilderness. It's going to all get along. You're going to have all your white wives and black wives and chat. Look, man. The only thing, I'm, you know, man. No.
See, that's not what
I'm not. No. I'm gonna flip the script on their bitch ass, and they're gonna be out there plowing the fields. Then I can sit back with my little hammy and be all right. While Becky over there at 3 o'clock in the morning picking eggs, milking cows, whatever the fuck going on that bitch. Cause this queen ain't doing shit.
So here's the thing that I don't realize too. We're not even doing the same way.
I ain't ready for none of that. That ain't happening.
It's gonna be done right because the Creator's not gonna accept any hate. Hate cannot make it to the kingdom. We cannot even hate them or be mad at what they did. It was made to do that. It was made up to do it. The Creator is the one who created us that spared them and allowed them to stay so that they could stay in the end.
To atone for their sins. To atone for their sins. Becky better be out there plugging to show, to give her mercy, begging for mercy. To report as long as I live until I'm dead. And then Becky been atoned and bless y'all while I'm dead. Fuck Becky, and all them bitches. I'm not rock. Don't play with me like that. Do not play with. Do not have me. No, man. No. I would slice Becky's throat, and even more so because I'll be in the wilderness and ain't no fuck with me. I'm gonna be savage on one of them hoes.
But that's not how it's going to be. Then no hate will be good to the kingdom. If you hate, niggas gonna be dead. The Creator's not gonna allow it. The spirit that is that's what is.
Okay, I ain't ready. I ain't going for it then. Fuck it. I'm gonna sit right here and die trying to live. Fuck Becky.
Nobody's gonna survive in the wilderness. They're gonna run to the wilderness by choice. The demons are gonna eat people. They want to eat white and black people when anybody else has meat. So you don't want to be around that when they come. You have to go to the wilderness. That's why I wanted you to start your YouTube channel so that you could tell people about the wilderness. Because the strong voice of woman makes people move. And that's why I'm using an example of who they're praying to. They're praying to black statues. What that tell you? They know that we got the answers. Because the Creator's in us. The energy you're talking about is clear. But the Creator cannot survive in any hate. We have to get away from that. The camps taught us that. Why they teach us hate? Once you hate, then there's a form of the voice that you're going to hell. If you want to whip somebody, you're going to go to hell. We're not going to beat anybody. They're going to do it because they see that they're wrong. And the ones who don't see they're wrong, the Creators are going to kill them off. The haters are not gonna be around us. It's gonna be the house niggas that's already gonna bow down to your feet without you raising a finger. They're gonna kiss your feet and love it. They're gonna serve the same thing you serve, and they're gonna be the best servant they could have ever been. And you ain't never gonna have to beat them. They will never talk back to you or nothing. It's gonna be so peaceful because they're gonna want to get close to the energy that is in you. And they're gonna be the good ones. It's already listen, this is fact. The creator already picked you.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm laughing because I love to go on Facebook because I didn't say this before. And I be on my little hammock. And I would say, see how beautiful the garden is. See how I love that. Because as in the Bible said, see, God is a God of love, but that mug gonna go off. On all that didn't fucked up, or all that didn't fucked up, and all that that version of the Bible.
We're not gonna spare no people.
That God too, destroying motherfuckers.
Yeah, the creator's. Yeah, but that's a hijack. That's another trick. The creator's not coming. The creator's already in you. He ain't gotta come. He gonna send a double in his army to eat people. That's why he said, leave to go to the wilderness. The creator said, I give you my army. Who's creator's army? The double in his army is this army. He's gonna send a double to eat people. Literally. That's why folks seeing dinosaurs in different countries and different cities, even in America. And they're eating people. He already started doing them.
I'm gonna Google that. I was supposed to Google that. And something else. What was the other thing I was going to Google?
If you look up all the grades with Kenyan Dracos and all that stuff that I've been showing folks for a long time, and I've been studying since I was 16 years old. You look up all the stuff you see, they come to eat people, and you cannot beat these things. There's no way to find it. You have to go to the wilderness if you want to survive. And then the white folks that are going to the wilderness, they gotta cling to your coattail because they don't want to get eaten. And they gonna do what you say. If you say you're gonna say how high, that's how you're gonna know who's down for you and who ain't. If they hate you, they gonna be killed, they ain't gonna see you. If they hate you, you're gonna know off rip and you're gonna kill them. Or y'all gonna be fighting and somebody's gonna kill somebody. So the ones that are gonna get to our kingdom are the ones that are gonna be bowing down off rip saying, we know the creator's in you. That energy source that we keep talking about, we know it's in you. We know he's not physical. We know he's not coming. We know he's devil. Who the white folks been praying to, who is Zeus, the devil that fall from as lightning, the devil who is these great alien demons that they keep talking about, that the demons are aliens, which is just evil spirits that you can see, that you can feel. They got flesh just like you. They actually exist. So they movies like that, they live to show you. The devil got to show you everything he do. So we have to go to the wilderness, you know. And the jealousy part is not just amongst our men, it's amongst our women. The Bible says that in other books, he gonna make a man as gold. So it means majority of our men ain't gonna survive. So each man are women as far as the ratio on the earth. The Bible even says that a man will have 12 wives that they'll cling to him. They'll beg him. They're literally going to fall down and beg to cling to him. And he's not going to want none of them. Why? Because they're responsibility. So before that happens, our sisters and brothers, most of them are going to die off. Even in the wilderness, there's hardly anybody left. 1/3 or so, 2/3 or 1/3 or something like that. That ain't a lot of people. Just enough to replenish the earth, and barely any men. Which means in order to replenish the earth, the sisters are gonna have to come to one man, or they're not gonna have any babies, nor anybody to help them or anything like that, which is really shocking. And that's gonna go by religion. If you look at history.
I've heard all that discussion. We have to replenish the earth in the war time. I've heard an argument and all that, but that's why I'm glad I'm gonna be single and all the reproductive ladies, and you guys can do what you want.
I don't believe
don't get nothing about all that.
No, I don't
how you live, that's how you live.
You're smart.
I'm not going to be a vessel for
It's
that.
not, because I told you. Well, I mean, like I said, I told all the women this a minute ago. You know, I told them. My exact words to me that if you don't like how it's going to be, what the creative rules he made for the engagement or marriage, or how it's going to be in the future, then stay single, don't have sex. If you don't have sex and you're not married, then you're not sinning. You have sex and you're married, then you're sinning. Don't play with yourself, don't masturbate, don't do any sin. Think to the prayer and you'll be fine. That's called hard facts.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to hear the conversation that I have training. But yeah, I'm real specific, and I'm not going to tell if I'm going to have me a man, and I probably want to bring my own, because I hear in the wilderness they're transporting HIV and all kinds of craziness. So I'm going to need a doctor clearance statement, because I'm not going to play the radio. I've lived all my life disease-free, and I'll be damned if I go to the wilderness to be rejected or come in contact with some kind of disease. So I mean, you know, I'm gonna always pick out.
Ain't gonna be no doctors in the world.
Who I like to be in company with. It's probably not gonna be anybody of the 16 groups. I need a little time to see if I can finesse a choice of mine out here. Say, come on, honey, let's go. And I'm satisfied.
So that's my point. Like, so what I'm saying to you, that's my point right there. Majority of women are not going to accept the fact that I just told y'all those going to happen. And the ones that are going to survive are going to accept it.
I'll find somebody willing to say fuck it, at least. They ain't got it, you know, even understand. If somebody say fuck it, let's go. I need all that explanation. I ain't looking at nobody. I'm looking at they believe, you know, if they want to get away, let's go.
Well, you know,
they don't need no teaching like I don't either. It's common sense.
Well, you know, we got
this shit is real. And real recognized real out here. And so I just got to get out the door and get take this space with them. Move around. I'm not coming in the end. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. I'm not old. And I'm not gay. Hold on. Hold on. I don't do women. I don't want any conversion tactics going on. That's not going down, bro. So the conversion training, save that for a different class. But mom, that ain't even, I'm not even signing up for the subject. I've crossed the line of impressionability or ability to be converted. I stand on what I stand on, and I am who I say I am. I won't bend, buckle, or fall for it. Are we clear?
Yeah, but that's not camp stuff. We know just
get me in the wilderness, and y'all trying to do all kind of shit. I gotta be bugged up. I don't trust.
No, you're still talking about the camps. Those are the Canaanites that are being led by people being led by Canaanites. They doing that. Those are the ones that be teaching.
Right. So us 16 gonna be out there in the wilderness, right? And your homeboys gonna be around there on lot number 8. And then when we out there and one of your homeboys got the other plot over there with the same setup. And then if they attack one of the women out there in the median somewhere, then you be like, oh, you Canaanite. But y'all all, you know, John's a war. And all that bullshit, I'm not talking about. But y'all crazy.
Okay, you're still talking about the
y'all really capitalizing on the situation. Some people are.
About the camps again.
Keep your ass. I keep my ass up. I ain't been on no bullshit. I ain't on no fucking abuse. I'm not on no underage. None of that shit. I'm not gonna be trying to train bitches at 13 to go on and get your life smooth, because that's how it go. That ain't happening. You better find some overage girls to take with you that hasn't reached menopause and get your thing on. Cause little girls ain't gonna be a part of the party. You gonna piss me off if I even think you hitting around in some bullshit like that. Are we clear? My name is Boss. What you scared of? To go this face to face and not go on.
You're talking about the camps. You're talking about the camps again. We're not the camps. Forget about everything you heard about them. I don't know why you keep talking about the camps. I'm giving it to you straight the way it is. You can accept it or you can't. We ain't talking about the camps. So forget about the camps. I wish you would stop bringing up the camps. I don't want to hear about the shit they doing. We teach against that. We don't want to hear about them. They out there, but that's not who we talking about. They talking what the Creator said, not what man the doctrine, not how we feel, not about our feelings, not about how we want it, none of that stuff. The Creator simply said that there's going to be lots of us not clean in one man, and it's going to happen. For that to happen, jealousy have to go away. You move my point. Most women are not going to accept that. The fact is, the ones that are going to survive are going to have to be so humble, just like the men who are not going to be many of us. You're going to make us go, which means there'll be 1 in a million. You're lucky if you find a man in those days. We're hardly going to exist. We're going to be close to extinct. This is why the women are going to be humble enough to do that, because they're not going to have no choice. Ain't going to be hardly no men out. They find him, it's going to be like finding a gold nugget in the middle of nowhere, and they're going to be begging him. And he's going to be saying 9 times out of 10, fuck no. We're going to be when the temple return, the men are going to be in charge, because that's how it was from the beginning. Just going back to the same way it was before. It has to. Because the black man has to take full control and order back to get it back to where it's supposed to be, being led by the spirit within him. But it has to be just and righteous in the right way. Period. And if men don't do that, the majority of men are not going to do it. That's why most of us are die. So when a woman sees a man in those days, she gonna think she's seeing shit. It'll be like seeing a ghost. It'll be like a piece of. It'll be like a turkey. You ain't seen a turkey in 8 months, and you starve him. You gonna hunt that man down, and he gonna do everything he can to get away from you. He's not gonna only bother with you. The book tells you this. We gonna be like, hell the fuck no. We gonna want the best of the best. And if you ain't the best of the best, you ain't having no bias. But we're not gonna want to do it because we know it's all on us. Think about it. As a man, matter of fact, let me put you in our shoes. As a woman, if you was a man, would you want 16 wives in your face every time you turn around getting on your last nerves? So you think they want that shit? No, we don't want that shit. As much as y'all don't want it, we don't want it. We on the same page. You don't want it, I don't want it. But I know that if I'm one man and there's only 100 men on the face of the earth and there's 10,000 women, I better be hiding out. I'm not coming out tonight time. Y'all ain't raping me. Y'all ain't hitting me. Y'all can't have me. I want the best. If I can't have the best, I'd rather not do it. I'm going to have the advantage. You see what I'm saying? These are how men are going to be. We're going to be so scared of you women that we're going to be hiding. Because y'all going to be, and women, you know, like I know, women are worse than men when it comes to sexual things. So how we going to feel? We're going to be like, it's going to be turned like the woman's going to be acting like the man.
I move by love. I move by love. I'm inspired by love. So that's very, yeah, I know it's funny. I'm not controlled by my labia or whatever. I'm inspired by love. That's the only thing that make me connect to a man and really want to and get up and yes, and all that humble and rub down stuff. Yeah, I'm inspired by love. There's nothing else. Money is not going to bring all that these men look for in in certain times, you know, a bow down woman and swinging from the chandelier type of thing. No, honey. So no, I won't be one of those 10,000 trying to beat down your door or anybody else's. If I don't love your ass, you can forget it. That's why I'm still out here. Like, I know it's somebody out there that's gonna bring that out of me. And it's a rarity. Rare. Yeah.
They know it.
So with that scenario, it still looks like I'm coming up short because there's only 100 of you guys, and I'm probably not gonna want any of you, to be honest. I'll be out there with a whole world of men, and don't nobody pull me like that. Don't even catch my eye like that. So that means in the wilderness, that goes back to what I said. I'm coming up short. You got 100 men out there that I'm probably not even gonna look at, and that perspective. So I'm gonna have to bring my own. No, that's what I told the movie. I'm gonna bring my own man.
Well, and the you know what I mean? About survival. I'm
gonna have to go out here on my own person and convert me a guy that can love me, just me as a woman. And that's nature, and that's the bottom line for me. I don't know about all this other. I just want me and my guy and the whole team out here building some shit. All that other shit, yeah, so you know.
But it's okay. So you're talking about the wilderness, right? I'm actually past that. The wilderness.
Yeah, I'm back in the wilderness, and I'm back to bringing my own man to the wilderness.
Okay, which is fine. But nobody.
And y'all better not beat him up. And y'all better not beat him up, because he wants to be loyal and true to me, and don't want to be on that hearing shit.
What are you still talking about camp stuff? Talking about camp stuff. What camps? We don't. Well, like what they do to you, Dan? What they do to you, sister?
Who? No, it's just a thought. I listen to people how you talk. I haven't been to a camp, brother. I've never been connected with a group, you know, like that. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm hearing what you say. All I heard was there's going to be 100 men and 10,000 women, and I need to bring my own man, like B.O.B. Bring my own bag.
No. So you can't, you're just assuming. So in the wilderness, in the wilderness, nobody's having babies. In the wilderness, it's going to be survival mode. What I'm saying to you, those that survive from the wilderness, you survive from the wilderness. After the whole thing all ends, you're only going to have about 100. The Bible says one man to each city. There's 55 states, and the state, how many cities we have? So you think about around 100 men, 10,000 women. If you do the math, you're around that. So what that means? And these are going to be the best men that ever existed since the earth was created. And we're all going to have super abilities. No matter which one you see, you're going to want them. No matter which one you see, you're definitely going to want them, hands down. Their houses are going to be protected. Their house is going to protect it literally by angels.
Show me a picture. Show me a picture. You know, because I've seen the camp and I don't know them. I promise you, I don't know them. I think that was in 2015. It was something about Nature Boy. Was it the name? But it was connected to a name that I was creating for maybe either a project or something. And I don't know if I was typing in my name and Nature Boy came up, the name. And I was like, like I was on the right page or whatever it is I was working on. So, but I didn't investigate. I didn't go read anything. Later, it was coming up Nature Boy, and then it had something negative toward it. I was like, well, let me disassociate whatever name I was making of that his name reminded me of, because I didn't want nobody to get confused. So You know, when you're speaking now, you're just reminding me of how I'm talking the negative I heard about. I don't know if that's a camp. Is that what you're calling camp? I don't know if any other camp.
When you keep bringing it up, it's actually camp doctrine that you're bringing up. They teach. That's why I keep saying why you keep bringing it up. We're not about the camps. We're against them. Those are people by Canaanite black people. They're being
Canaanite. Yeah, it sounded like it. It sounded like it. Something I'm like, yeah, no, okay.
No, it's not. If that was the case, that I'd be telling you 6-year-old girls and all this other crazy stuff. I didn't say that. What I'm telling you is what the Creator said. This is not my words or anything. The Creator's the one that said this. So when I'm painting a picture, a clear picture for you to understand, so you can understand what's going to happen. The survivors that survive this wilderness, which ain't going to be many, it's going to be very few.
Okay.
People need to realize that before they die in the wilderness. A lot of folks are going to die in the wilderness. This is not going to be no games. A lot of folks are going to die. Why? Because they ain't going to be living right. Creator's going to kill them off himself. He's going to snatch the spirit to send them away from them. They still exist. They're going to be the devil's kids. It's a wrap. They're going to go.
So before you go to the wilderness, you're going to have a guideline. You know what I'm talking about? A set of rules, correct? And inspired by the Creator. Inspired by the Creator, in which we're at.
Yeah, he gave it.
Are we supposed to be like the wilderness is like a test to see if you follow those rules?
The wilderness is also a place to get closer to the Creator, so that you can have an easier time not sinning. The product people are in the midst of Babylon, the sinful people, so you can't help the sin half the time. Most of the people. So you got to get away from that shit so that you don't do it. But even in that, the Bible says he'll plead for us in the wilderness. So he's gonna beg us to do right in the wilderness. His 10 commandments and all his laws, 360 of them. But most folks ain't gonna do it. So most folks is gonna die. So the men you're gonna have left is gonna be the best of the best. They actually did it. The women you're gonna have left are gonna be the most humble ever, just like the men, most humble ever. And they
he said, I want the best of the best.
That's how it's really going to be. So when we survive the wilderness, years go by.
I'm an older woman, and let me tell you this. Let me see if I can grasp the reality.
Okay.
You know, I'm not in a wilderness. It sounds like a beautiful place, and how I want to roll and start over as a people. But I've come to the real truth of my part in life. No, I'm never worried about the struggle. I'm never worried about the fight. I'm never worried about starting. That's not it. I mean, as my role as a woman when it comes to producing life again, that's over.
Okay.
My age, not so appealing. You're right. With all the, with the younger women, I'm kind of expired on that. So there won't be a real role for me in the wilderness unless I created the motherfucker. But so under that umbrella of it all, I don't see a place where I can thrive as a woman and feel the connection with the man in the way I desire to as a woman. So that picture doesn't look good to me. So that picture doesn't look good to me.
So that's that most of them are going to see. They're going to see that it's going to be about survival. It's not about romance and all that stuff. That's dead. It's a wrap. It's about survival. You literally pick a man, get along with him to survive. And
you know what?
Ride it out and hope he survives. So if he don't, it wasn't meant to be. And then you survive the best you can. You do have a role. And you said you're older, right? Age
I
is
said, what?
not a shameful thing. You said you're older, so
I
you
hear a
can have
woman
a
laughing.
role. Because age
Nice. Say I
you
was
have a
old. I
role.
said y'all niggas think I'm old because it don't say 21 or 9 on that motherfucker. Let me just say. But
You
you
have a
know,
role out there. You're older, right?
I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior, and you know, all I'm gonna say is a cracker try me, and I'm just gonna deal with it. And so you know, dang, I did. I even before you started talking, I had that thought, that reality check,
But you have a
a couple
role.
days ago, and
I want to say something to you.
I'm gonna fight on my own. I'm gonna fight on my own because it's gonna make me cry because everywhere I be, no matter where I be, I'm still gonna be on my own. I'm still gonna be alone, on my own. So I'd rather really stay and be on my own. And that's the truth right here. That's what it is. So I'll fight on my own. Good luck to you. Good luck to the world. I'll do me. And when I die, won't nobody know, think, care, give a fuck. And that's fine. Yeah, everybody be doing their thing. And if I, you know, this is now.
So hear me out, right? I say the same thing to the leaders who don't want to be the leader, who stay for leadership, like I'm staying for leadership. We are all piece of puzzle. None of us may. The fact is, yes, it's about survival. Yes, there's no romance in survival. That part does suck. The man gonna go through the same thing you going through. It's about having that person that you can lean on during that tough time because you are gonna need it. The man is gonna need it. All the men and leaders are saying that. A lot of the leaders, women's, are running from the men because they want to stay with this bullshit and we can't get them. This is women like yourself. Y'all didn't run into these men who out of the marriages, the relationship, and everything of these very men who know what's going on and know the playbook and saying we need to do this, and they telling the whole world the women are running from them. So you have a role because what a lot of men don't realize is that when you are older, you have more knowledge. So when you see some men and women acting or starting to fight amongst each other, your job is going to be to use your knowledge to talk common sense into them because at the end of the day, if the team don't work, dream ain't going to work. Right? And if you run into a man in the wilderness, those men that those women ran from when they should have been on to him, who's going to be one of the best at the time because he knows the playbook. I'm not saying he's going to survive it. He might fuck up somewhere and do something to create a life, and then he's a dead motherfucker. But at least you would have had somebody. But the thing is to get around the people the same page so that you yourself can build a relationship with the creator because at the end of the day, your first love is the creator and he's in you. Meet somebody who has the creator in them is on the same page as serving the creator for your survival because it's going to really be about if we people ain't serving the creator, they're not going to survive it because the energy that is in us cannot survive an inhabitable substance when the earth literally itself is transformed into a higher fifth dimension. Right now we're in the third density dimension. We got tricked to come to a third one. I told you about that. The fake Avenue story exposing the real truth. We're going back to the fifth dimension to get our super abilities. The creator is going to do that. That's how we naturally adapt as so-called black people. All that junk DNA is the greatest DNA he put in us. That's how he's in you. And he's the one that's going to give you the ability, superpowers, and change your men into superheroes. The type of stuff they see in movies that everybody loves and want to have one of them. And that's what they're going to be chasing them. To the point that the men's house is going to be protected by angels. We're going to actually be judging angels. He's going to put us on so much authority to the point that everybody will know who we are. We're going to have plenty of power. do things with your mind. And I had dreams that could move stuff with my mind. I can control something with my mind. I should have been cut by a razor 4 or 5 times. How come it didn't cut me? This is real things that I see for myself. And there's others out there, the things that happen to right now, but it's happening slowly. The DNA is being woken. So to all the older women, you have a job. The older men that's in your 80s, you have a job. To all the white and all nationalities who want to.
My job is to get laid. I ain't had sex in 8 years. I'm about to go find me a man and live happily ever after to the last day. I ain't over, and ain't no nigga gonna tell me. I know I ain't over. I know I ain't over. You got me busy. I'm just saying I'm very choosy and selective, and I'm not going in the wilderness. And still, no, I'm gonna go back now. You got me bent.
No, ain't no point. Listen, I'm just getting rid of the truth, and this proving the point that most women accept it, just like most women accept it, and this is why they ain't left.
Oh no, I ain't accept
why they ain't left. I know
it ain't like I can't get none. I'm just not gonna put any up in me. Oh, I'm quite desired. I apologize. I'm not alone because don't nobody want me. I just ain't found nobody I want. Didn't I just say that already? I'm always approached. They be madder than a mug. But no, I'm not gonna be up there herding the cattle and shit, without putting my desires first. And this is sad. This is sad. You're right. We need a whole bunch. You're right. Excuse me. You do need a whole bunch of more people going to the wilderness. And I would like to be able to choose from, someone that I could say that's who I would like to partner with. And so no, you're right. You got to build the nation and build the team so I can have more choices of the best of the best, because that's what I want. The best of the best.
Now you see what I'm saying. But now here's the question, we back on again. How we get them to do it? Nobody got the answer. I gave them the answer, but ain't nobody doing it.
I've been talking about it for a long time. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy.
Okay, so now you see what's going on. But here's the picture though. The women that are woke, now here's the sad picture. That's really sad. The ones who are asleep, that's what it is. And the men are saying, but the women and men who are woke, right? Particularly the women, and I'm not a male chauvinist, I'm just being dead honest. They love the system that Esau, our enemies, Khazarians, have gave them to the point that they depend on the system and they'll fight their own man to keep it.
Okay, I thought you said sister. You said system. Okay, yeah, depend on the system.
No.
Yeah, they still talking about turning up. I heard them today.
No, hear me out. No, I said sister. There's a lot of sisters, plural, out there.
Right, it's depending on the system.
That's right. Yeah, and they'll fight the man to keep it. So how can you get folks united if you can't get both sides to
hang around girls on the system? I don't know. Them ghetto project bitches that still talking about turning up and wearing, and I don't know about them hoes. I don't do project bitches. I've never been a project bitch. I've lived in there temporarily, but I still shine. I shined in a different way. I didn't rock like that. So I don't know. I don't have nobody. I don't know nobody on the system. I don't. So I don't know. That lifestyle, I've been away from that shit probably since the 80s. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not on Section 8. My friend's not on Section 8. They own houses, cars, all that shit together. No one's depending on the system. So if you're still stuck on what is it? Section 8 and low housing, whatever it is stuff. I'm beyond. I don't know that. I don't live that lifestyle, so I don't know. Yes. I don't know. Now I can show you a whole bunch of men though that's lazy and put down that may be getting low retirement and shit, you know, specifically in the building I live in. But other than that, nobody's in here doing, you know, what is it called? Low housing and shit. Everybody, but they just don't want to get up and do nothing. But I've only been in this unit for you. Hold on, I'll be back.
Well, that's uh-huh. I gotta end this soon because we have to get off the air.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough out here for women. Spend all my life in this bullshit. I'm gonna go back to another bullshit. Fuck that.
It's gonna be tough for men too. It's gonna be tough for men too. This is not nothing easy. This is gonna suck for everybody. This is gonna be the most humblest time of all our lives, and we deserve it. Why? Our ancestors were sick devils. Our ancestors were sacrificing babies like they do today. So we get punished for it. And going to the wilderness, although it's protection, it's still part of our punishment. And we need to accept it. The problem is people will not accept it. They want everything to be perfect and hunky-dory and easy. No, we're gonna work. We're gonna sweat. It's gonna suck. And we're gonna be happy at a place for like a month after a couple of days doing work. And we're gonna keep doing the work, obviously, to keep the food coming. But then you gotta move again. What that mean? Go back to work again. Our people don't want to do it.
What?
I said we have to go to another piece of land and go do more and then build that up and then get to enjoy it for 3 weeks and move again. You can't stay in one place and go for more than a month and they will find you. So the people, most people are not for the real struggle of getting our kingdom. The Creator never said he's gonna make anything easy. And there's no real prophet that had anything easy. Always extra hard. To the point where people say, why don't you curse the Creator and die? To the point where wives will say, why don't you curse the Creator and die? Fuck your life up. No, he didn't. He didn't make it easy for you. Ain't nothing easy with the Creator. You're gonna get it, but you're gonna work for it. So what we doing in the wilderness? We working for our kingdom. While we dodging the bullets and hiding out from the zombie people. And all the stuff things are coming to attack. He's attacking our enemies with it. So we supposed to be out the way. Get out the way so you don't deal with their iniquities. That they get punished, we way we don't get punished. We got to do it real life again. No TV, no radio, no comfortable accounts. You're gonna build accounts. It's gonna be out of wood and leaves, all natural resources. You're gonna build a house. It's gonna be all brick from mud, grass, and water. You're gonna build what you need. You're gonna build a bath. It's gonna be built out of all brick. Everything's going back to where it's supposed to be. Natural resources that don't hurt the earth because it's part of the earth, but you can use it to build stuff. So that's how it's going back to. But the main thing that keeps people and women from leaving, mostly, and stops the men from leaving, because most of these men that are woke, that are teaching and so forth, the leaders, they're stuck with these hood rat females. They're with the women that have sex and mate. They're with the women that are struggling. Why? Because Israel is poor. Israel is poor because they stole everything. We have nothing, literally. And they did it by design to make sure we had nothing, to make it hard for us to rise back up. They tell the black man to what? Pull yourself up by your bootstrap. It's all by design. It's all a game. Got in the playbook. So we just have to, we going to the wilderness, we have to realize it's not about us. It's not even about what we want, what we vision it to be. It's only what the Creator wants it to be, and it's going to be a new experience for all of us. And we're going to have to learn and come back. We got to learn how to survive. We got to learn everything all over, because we forgot everything that we knew. We got to reteach our kids everything.
Well,
And
you
we
know,
got to make
I
the
would
kids that go
certainly,
through illness.
introduce the idea that I've already had before ever speaking to you. Um, that's what I had planned to do, but like I said, I don't have a following. People don't know me, and that type of speech, like you said, nobody's ready for that. Nobody wants to do that. However, I
That's
have
what they need to hear.
before, if there's a, I'm not gonna put my name. There you go.
There you go.
On something or someone or something that I don't know through and through, because I'm never going to be the cause of someone taking my word to vouch for a person, organization, or group that I don't know through and through. Because I'm not going to step with you until I know the whole operation through and through. I'm not going to assume anything. I want to know exactly, step by step. Because if I was inviting someone to join me in a particular route, as if you're speaking that I've already spoke about, I'm going to have the plan, ABC. This is what we need to do. Here's the rules and here's the guidelines. You know what I mean? And now I have to really think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna be welcoming already married couples or girlfriend and boyfriend that just blissfully in love with each other and wants a new way of life. That's what I'm gonna be introduced to. I would prefer that. I would prefer a man and a woman that's already paired. As opposed to meeting a whole bunch of single women, single people, especially women, into a situation that I don't know nothing about. But on my level, on my playing field, huh? What?
We're not gonna be fixing nobody.
You ain't gonna be fixing nobody. Okay, well, I don't know. So that means you're telling me you want me to lead people to where you're going, and that's no, sir. That's not happening. I don't know you, and I'm already suspicious. I already don't think I'm liking it. I'm not sure why. It just don't feel like 100 of what I'm thinking of. Because you're not gonna be dictating who's gonna be with who, and who ain't doable. You know what I mean? I'm not going for that. So we gotta go. Okay. I got a whole new paradigm. And that primitive shit ain't it.
I don't think you heard me correctly. We're not gonna be fixing up people. We're not putting together. We're in a dating game. Yeah. Why would we do that? Why would you want somebody to pair you with somebody? That's between you to creating that person.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I was pairing anybody. I said what I would be inviting is people that's already chosen each other. Come on, sister, and your wife, you and your wife, come. You and y'all want to come? I would prefer people to come into the environment with their already chosen person. That's what I said. I didn't say pairing nobody. I'm not a matchmaker. I want people to come together as they are already. Whole families, everything. Their whole family, their kids, everybody. That's what I'm talking about.
Not boyfriend and girlfriend, they gotta be married because they'll be sin. Anybody sinning is not gonna survive. If sin is around you, then you also.
Well, if we're in the middle of a war, if we're in the middle of a war and it's time to move, they may not have taken the step to make the vows yet, so they can make them when they cross on over because it's time to go.
No, you missed it.
Or they can get married just before they come. What, baby? I'm not on that. Something don't feel right. you know, that
That's,
in theory it's okay, but real primitive is bullshit. But y'all, if I sneak in a picture, y'all head be blown off. Fucking with me.
no,
And I already know y'all be trying to kill my ass. You know I ain't going for the okie doke. Fuck that. All right, so I don't know. I'm sleepy. What time is it?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
10:51. I'm gonna enjoy my rest of my couple of days before I go to the media presentation. Hopefully, I ain't cuss Cindy out. Again.
All right, so I keep bringing up the limits and laws because if you don't do them, then you just die. And there's no point in you coming. If anybody's not gonna follow the law, then don't bring them. Don't even take them with you, no matter where you go, because they'll be alive if they're not following the commandments and the laws. When that fire brimstone hit, it's coming to anybody who's not following what the Creator said. That's
You just said what?
You may not like it. Anybody who's not following the laws and the commandments are gonna die from the Creator, not from man. He's gonna use them as an example. He said he's gonna show everybody as an example. So this even means some demons may come to their village in the wilderness and eat them in front of everybody, as an example. So you don't want anybody around you, no matter where you at, if they're not following the commandments and the laws to the T, which means they have to be married and they cannot get a divorce. If they're not going to do what the Creator said, you don't want to be around them. They are detrimental to your survival. And to make matters worse, if they don't do what the Creator say, they will go to the mark of the beast. They'll flip on you, go to the government, and rat you out and tell you where you at. Yeah. And they'll get paid to do it.
So now we're... Let me tell you something that only makes sense to me, bro.
Way worse than what you think. This is way worse than what you think. So that but I suggested this, right? Because I know I do this probably shouldn't do, because then it's probably like beating a dead horse or beating somebody head with something. Everything I said to you tonight, I mean everything. Assume that when you research it, you're gonna see everything I'm telling you. And when you put that to me, you're gonna say everything everybody else said that watch me. All said of him, and I've had more views than that. The evidence and showed them everything and still told me research. And they found out it's way worse than that now. So you may look at this and it's hard to comprehend it or it's hard to accept it. Most human beings can't accept it and don't want to accept it, nor have the capacity to accept it. In fact, to accept it, most will go insane and lose their mind. Studies have been shown, and I've been studying since I was 16, because the crazy one that took me before I knew anything else about these churches and religion, which is why I expose it all. So in order to get folks to listen to you, you're going to have to dig deep into heritage, history, religion, and what the Creator said to do, or they're not going to listen. And then you're going to have to push what you're pushing, worldliness, like I've been doing. The reason I keep telling you to do your channel is because me and you didn't meet for no reason, okay? And I had just got on Facebook and you reached out to me. I know I said something, you reached out to me. When the bring somebody around me, it's not for a reason. So if I'm talking to you, that's the Creator through me, the Spirit Creator through me, a portion of telling you to start the channel so that He can use you. So you've been told. So what you do next is up to you. But you have the information. I gave you tons of all the evidence is there. You gotta research it. And then research it. You're not gonna believe half the stuff I'm telling you that I've told you so far when it comes to these Draco and stuff. But when you research it, you're gonna and you see what I'm talking about, you're gonna see why everything I'm saying. And then you're gonna know that.
Oh, I know what I'm great, dude. I'm great. This is what I'm about to do. I know that young Pharaoh, because like I told you before, young Pharaoh, General Seti, I guess Brother Polite too. Those are all the videos I haven't watched. I've seen them where they talk about such and such versus the Hebrew Israelites. I've never paid attention to that. I tried to listen to one with General Seti, maybe Sanetta was interviewing. I guess those was Hebrew. I don't know. My point is, that's where I'm going to pick up who you are, what the perception of you are. Then I'll make my decision and research from the information they're trying to put out about you there. And I'll start my history and I'll figure out what it is. I'll get my own common sense about, or smell. I can smell it. If it's real or if it's fake, if it's fraud, if it's some bullshit, I can smell it. So I'm going to start watching the interviews that you guys have done, supporting your cause and movement. That's what I'm going to start doing. Okay? And once I get an idea or sense of what it's about and further do a little bit more research, I'll get back to you. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me start breaking the ice so I can start seeing what the conversation is about.
So yeah, well, see, everybody's bringing this conversation to you because the creator's the one making them do it, and he's doing it to get
everybody bringing me shit. So everybody talking to me. I'm watching. Listen. What I said
when you watch it,
is that I have not.
When you watch
what I said is that I have not researched what you guys do. Hebrew Israelite. I don't know if you're Hebrew, if you're Israelite, or they're people. I don't know. The point of the matter is, I have not formed any opinion because I've never really heard. I've never even listened. It might have been flashing past my ear, but I didn't zoom into it to catch any crucial points of it, and it's not a statement I can remember about either. But I see it all the time and scrolling. This and this versus this and that, this versus that. But if it's not about a topic that I'm into, I won't hit it. You know what I'm saying? So now that I see who I'm talking to, the famous people that people talk about, I'm gonna go start listening. So maybe all the stuff you're saying, it'll start resonating through you guys' conversations and interviews. So I'm just gonna listen. I need to know who I'm dealing with.
But you have to know you're dealing with your own people.
You're right.
We just tell you.
Skin like me. It's skin that look like me. What's the slogan you say? Ain't me. You're right. Everybody that look like me ain't me.
It's about the spirit.
Yeah, some cold mother.
It's about the spirit. So.
The spirit, exactly. I can tell you're a spirit. You're right.
You know,
that's what I meant. From all evil, I can smell you. White, black, purple, Chinese, Russian, Italian, Greek, it don't matter. If you're evil, I'm a sense.
What you have to do is look up. Just look up everything I told you. Just start on the Draco. It goes deeper than that, but look up the Draco race. Look up Draco race. Start there. And you're going to see why I'm saying half the stuff I'm saying. It all connects. That's the source of the problem. The Draco race, the old serpent, Draco race, Draconians. Look at this. You will see it, and you will understand as soon as you see. And I'm going to warn you. You may be in denial for a while.
Spell it, because I can't understand you, what words you're saying. Spell it out to me.
Draco race, Draco. Like dragon,
Draco.
Draconian.
Draconian.
Look up Drake.
Okay. Yeah. Drake. Oh wow. Draconian. I never heard of that. Okay.
Look it up. Look up both of them. When
Draconian. What else?
I'm telling you.
Draconian and what else?
Draconian, Graves, Nephilim giants. You can look up. What else? The Northern Lights, Palladians. There's actually about 300. There was more than that. I exposed 300 of them already. Omegas, Alphas. Those are all demons in the flesh.
Okay, you know about you. I'm talking about who you are. The demon, okay, fuck the demons. You know, I know there's demons in all forms. I'm talking about who are you. I'm going to find out who you are, what your stand is, what your ideology, belief, practice, whatever. I'm going to find out who you are, the Hebrew and the Israelites. That's what I'm going to do. And who I'm going to find that out from is you. I'm going to listen to you, not hearsay, not what somebody say. I'm going to listen to your interviews with all these different people to see who you are. Huh? Because you spoke of 10 rules. What's the 10 rules?
Me, 10 commandments. That's in your 100 and something. The 10 commandments in your Bible, you have to research it. And your 300 something laws is in your Torah. You got to research that. But you must know whose laws is what. That's right. And the devil also slips on his laws in there. So
Can you send me a link?
You got to look up. Listen, if somebody that's the problem. So here's the thing, right? I've been researching 5 years. Guess what? Stops. It don't stop. That's how deep the rabbit hole goes. You have to get hungry enough to look it up and realize everything you was told was nothing but a lie. From school to our own mother, our dad, everybody lied.
I know all that. I don't need to be trained on that. I know that. Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that. I know that.
So
what I'm trying to research, I don't need no truth. I know the truth of the enemy, and I know the enemy causing all shades of cutters. Because I know it. Because I know. I want to know who the people are. I don't want to make sure they call them like culture vultures, or using the time now for opportune. Look, man, I just want to know your principles and what you, not the enemy, because you're not the enemy, right? So I don't need no research on the enemy. I know the enemy. I'm trying to figure out who you are. I'll determine if you're an enemy or not.
All right. So culture vultures are Khazarians that would not even pertain to any of our people. So that's a whole other thing.
What'd you say?
Khazarians are culture vultures.
Oh, culture vultures.
Are culture vultures. They don't.
Somebody put that name in my. Was that you? In my comments, and I said, "What is Zarians?" Oh, and I did Google that, and I forgot what they said, but I did Google it. Yeah, I forgot what it said though. Oh, there were evil people. Yeah, you said that. Oh yeah.
The original.
So many damn names.
Khazarians, they're so-called Jews. Listen to that.
Oh,
they're not human. They're not human.
I would imagine
but that's all. I'm just a teacher that the Creator's been working with. That's it. I'm simple. I go by the facts and nothing else. Everything I say is all facts, word for word, cold hard facts, and I proved it already. So when I say do the research, I'm telling you because I know what you're gonna find. You ain't got to worry about me or figuring out who I am. Everybody knows who I am. I'm just a regular servant. Okay, who I am, but as far as creator concerned, I'm what you would call an elder. One with the most knowledge he's given to. Most more than men. Most more than any pastor and most people who teach. Most folks can't have a conversation with me. I can't talk about half of what I know because it'll confuse the lights out of people, make them not understand half of what we're talking about. So after I'm talking to you about, I haven't told you anything. Because I can already tell that most people won't understand it. I'm on a whole nother level. But I'm humble enough to say to you, I'm a nobody. That's who I am. That Creator's using on a daily basis, speaking through and showing it. And I just do my ability to follow his 10 commandments and his laws. And I avoid all the hijacks. And I don't celebrate none of these pagan holidays, all these bullshit they all devil worship. I don't go to no church because I'm not re-signing no treaty with no devil. I don't deal with no names because they're all devils. I don't call names in those books because even the prophet names are wrong. I'm somebody that has all the facts. That's who I am. And every day I get more and more. So when I say something to you, it's all facts. If we can't bet because it's a sin, but if we could, you win every single time. Facts. So a reason I even when you reached out to me, I wasn't gonna respond to you. I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't even gonna give you the time of day. I did that because the Creator put it in me and let me know you met her for a reason. So you know what I did? I put you. I wanted you to come on the show to see what you was about. And then I understand what you're about. You're really just about, you want the people to survive. But the Creator's let you know through me, it's bigger than that. And that's why I'm telling you to do the research. All the people that I'm dealing with, we're not a group. We're random people that the Creator chose to use to teach. We're a bunch of nobodies who people call Israelites, although we didn't call ourselves that name. They named us that. We are children of the light, the Creator. They hate the light because the light is unlimited. They hate you, they hate me because the light is in us. We are a portion of the Creator. We are His children, literally by the Spirit. That's who I am, one of His children. Just like you.
I like that. Children of the light. I like that. Children of the light.
That's right. So the difference is right now, I already have all the information. You're a woke woman, which is very good, one of our sisters. All I'm trying to do is what the Creator wants me to do. I wouldn't be here. Is information with you that will help you get completed what you're trying to do. In order to get this done, you're going to need to push them. Never get tired. And they're going to hate you for it. They're not going to like you for it. You're going to get all types of folks in your comments talking truth because they get down line. But the truth must go on. So you stood up, you said people that, and you're right, they should. We should fight when it's time. We should when the time's right. But now you're going to be a soldier for the Creator. Learn our real history because the people cannot, nor know not, and don't want to know. Now, it's up to you to start wanting to know. And what I noticed in the comment you have, when it says, you said a couple times to talk religion, but in order to get to the truth, you have to discuss religion, to tear down religion, to expose the facts and get rid of the lies. To teach the people who they are and the real heritage versus what they told them who we are. To break down the chains that is on their mind, because the problem is our people have chains on their mind. They're slaves in their mind. So you can't fight back. The biggest slave and make him think he's free when he has chains on his mind. Break the chains off the mind, then you become free. You see things in a whole different light. Sure. And then you see what you have to as a people. And our people, they are slaves in their mind. But you got a white man tell them the same thing I said today. They'll believe every word he said. And he'll be telling the truth. But let them say the opposite. Believe every word he said, then he'll be telling a lie. And that's a damn shame when nobody in the whole United States wants to talk to me. That tell you who's telling the truth. No camps want to talk to me. Like the plague. Why? They'll get exposed. That tell you who's telling the truth. Why would YouTube take down 7 of my channels and block me from some other ones? And then take it down from Rumble, which has nothing to do with them, and somehow touch with Google to cancel my Google account. I had to make 3 new Gmails. You wanna know why? Because I'm telling the truth. They want me gone. If they could, they'd kill me where I stand.
Yeah, they want a lot of people gone. A lot of black people. A lot of these channels, I hear them out there talking about they're trying to take it down. You're right. Anybody speaking anything?
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I know. I believe that. I know. I know that. I know that. I know that. It's good. They ain't they ain't fucking with me, man, because I ain't really saying nothing. But I've been in Facebook jail. Oh, way back in the day, they always put me on or can't, you know, post this or post that. No, I already know that. A lot of people, they're doing that all throughout everybody that's trying to talk the truth. They're blocking everybody.
But only okay, so you're very aware. See, I know you're woke, so don't even say this stuff to you. Nobody's trying to urge you to.
Huh?
Yeah, they call it. So no, I really want you to do research. I really want you to do the research that's on the Draco and the Greys and stuff. Do that so you can look at the images of them. Read up on these things. See where the Bible's telling you the truth. Not all of the Bible, certain parts of it. But there's older books to get away from that and get the evidence. But you gotta. The biggest problem with our people is that we don't read. And the oldest saying, and it goes to white folks too, it ain't just us, it's people around the world. The ones who are the ones at the top, but they doubles, they demons, they're not human. Rothschild family are not humans. Those are Draco race. They can look like you and me if they want to, and you won't know the difference. Unless they turn back or tell you, or it may be too late, if you know what I mean. Because they like human flesh. See, our real enemy is not even a white man. The camps taught us that. Our real enemy is the Draco demon race. And their plan is to take over Earth and get black and white men fighting each other. That's why we're supposed to go to get out of Dodge and let them kill each other as the demons eat them, and then come back when the creator has destroyed the demons or say, y'all get off the planet, and then we can go get what we need. But we don't have to fight while we come back. They're already going to be dead. The ones that are with us, that are of different nationalities, are they going to be servants of us willingly? They're going to love the service. And we tell them to clean up their dead ancestors' bones and the whole 9 yards. And they're not going to rebuild our cities, because our cities have to be built by our hands, not theirs. We don't need no heathen and Gentile talking about they help us build anything. Sit y'all ass on the sideline and go farm some land while we build our kingdom, we build our castle. Holy land and holy stones is going to be.
By that, yes, yes. Yes, yeah.
You know, they ain't no credit. You know, so I think it'd be very powerful, sister. Like, I would show you videos. I would even prescribe to you, and I'm really
Damn. Oh, the cookie.
I apologize. Oh my goodness, upside down. That's crazy. All right, Diamond.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. They tried to. Sorry about that. I'll wait till you get back on the screen. Okay. No, it's all good. So yeah, as soon as you get a chance, definitely. If you could not, that'd be cool. I mean, I have a page. You can get on my page. You can learn stuff on there too. Show the evidence.
Let me get a pen.
And that will help. Mm-hmm.
What is it? Dr. Draco.
Mr. Vernon. Oh yeah, yeah. Draco, Grays, Reptilians, and Draconians. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so that's only 4, but there's a lot more. But I say start there because you don't want to start too much. It's you're gonna find that real soon. You're gonna need to buy at least 20 shovels. But don't get tired. Don't give up. If you get stressed out, take a couple of days off and go back to it. I'm just letting you know, heads up, because I know what it's
like.
Because I do want to apologize to you. I want to apologize to you for the fact that they knocked me off camera and they tried to end the show. And of course, if they were successful, it looked like I should show off on you, which I didn't. So I'm glad the creator allowed that to happen, but I have to apologize because anytime my big mouth get going and I start spurting out too much truth, they have a habit of shutting down the show. So it's not the first time that happened. They just weren't successful. So, but I'm here anytime. You have my number. You have me on Facebook as well. So any questions you can always ask, and I'll give you the evidence. You know, certain subjects and stuff. But I tell you what, if you start the research, you have any questions, I'll help you with the answers, and I'll give you I'll tell you where to find the answer. If you start, I'll do that much. Okay. I'm not an asshole.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I think you can get a lot of folks to the wilderness, and that's what we need. Some sisters standing up. Sisters, we got a couple standing up, but it's not enough. And the men are doing their part. We need women to join the fight. So just let me know it's an honor to meet you as a strong sister who wants and cares about her people. Because most of our sisters and brothers don't these days, as you already know. So with that said, if we do it live, we do another live. I'm looking to get more information out of you and looking to see you grow spirit. We are.
That's the name of your page. What's the name of your page? I just see the king crown all the time. I thought I looked on there already, and I thought I saw people on there talking about, I don't know, like more so extraterrestrial type stuff. I saw something. Maybe it wasn't your page, but maybe I ain't really looked at it. I don't know.
Hopefully, the solution, even though I gave you the answers on how we need more answers, and that we're gonna need more than just one. We might need multiple answers to get our people to move, because our people are stubborn and they're hard-headed and unfortunate. As much as I don't want to admit it, and other teachers have told me the same thing. Huh?
Oh, I didn't say nothing. No.
Turn it up. Hold on. You hear me better?
I heard you. I said I didn't say anything.
No, just if you hear me. Hear me good.
No. Oh yeah.
You can't hear me? No?
Yes, I can hear you. I said
oh no, I thought they was messing with the volume again because they played my volume. Oh. Okay. So yeah, no, I think it's an honor to meet the sister that actually. If you have any questions or anything, I'm only a phone call away. And I'm just happy to see another sister out there that's want to do right. I was gonna have another sister on here with you today, known as Wet Planet. I guess something came up, so she couldn't come. That's another strong sister. Hopefully y'all can meet each other and converse. She has a lot of knowledge too, and then because I do think our sisters should work together. And then you might be in the same age bracket too. Just might.
Oh, that would be
y'all
nice.
can work together, obviously. I believe our brothers should work together, our sisters should work together, and we should all come together and work together. But with us, you don't have to worry about no camp doctrine and other stuff the camps do. Those guys are, oh my goodness, a lot. Even though to read to drop, he has a lot of good information. But he keeps talking about serving the dragons and the dragons.
Oh yeah.
So he has.
I saw that name. Did I see that name? That's who I was talking about. That name. Oh, you gave it to me. Yes,
Yeah.
3-2 drop, and I did Google that or something, or look it up or whatever. And yeah, it was some weird stuff or things I didn't comprehend, so I didn't go back on. I don't know what that was. I just kept it moving, but and yeah, so it was something I didn't understand and something I wouldn't. I don't know what that was.
Well, that his channel, he gives you real deep, and he's going really, really, really deep. So this is the research he's giving people is on a higher learning. That's why I say it's okay to watch his channel. But I also warned you, be careful because he refers to dragons as in worshiping them. He's not supposed to do that because the dragon is the devil. The old serpent is the devil. So that's the only part that I don't like about him. But you can't deny the fact he has older books and he is giving a lot of truth and a lot of deeper teachings that people need to know. So he's doing a good job. It's just his class is for a whole higher learning. Like you even a lot of some of my classes are for higher learning. You got to almost retrain your whole entire brain. You want the lessons I had to do them 3 times over for folks to actually get it. And some folks still don't get it. So I refrain from going too deep because it became more of a hassle to me because I have to go over the same thing over and over again. So I figured I'm not even going to bother unless they actually on the same level. So you might see folks texting on my live. They'll say, listen, news, don't hold back, because they know I'm holding back. But I say what I want to say. They ain't gonna understand what I'm saying. They're not gonna get it. So you don't give a baby meat, you give them milk. So that's why I have to start giving folks milk before I give them all the meat, because folks can't chew it. And it's not something. The truth is wetter than the movies. The truth is it's like, yeah, we're in a fucking movie. I swear we're in a movie. And I just feel like we're in some type of fucked up ass crazy movie, and we're just watching the scene play out. And it's so funny how the Craig can show what's gonna happen, and I'm calling it play by play, and the shit happens a year later. Everything I said was gonna happen is happening. Everything. And hardly anybody understands what's going on, except for a certain few on YouTube, and I can tell what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, and I've been saying it. And you know, the crazy thing is a lot of folks.
They're gonna shut all this down. They're gonna shut all this internet, YouTube, all that's gonna go dead in a while. This is not even gonna be an option, I don't think. I think it's an observation vehicle for them that they've probably been planning for a long time since they set it up and put it into existence. The private company of Facebook, whoever the guy name is, who knows? This is a great tracking device, a great place to categorize, put people in categories to, whatever. I'm sure it's some kind of satanic design behind all of this, some evil design of all of this that we're able to use to try to, like you say, awaken or use for, you know, communication. But I think they're going to shut that down in a little bit. So that's why I was trying to get the two-way radio out in the jungle.
Yes.
It's going to get deep. I remember that. Alone, it feels good, but being around a group saying the same thing I'm saying, I don't know why that's weird to me. Like,
I told everybody to download Telegram, but the only problem with that, they can hear all the text messages. So I told everybody to connect to Telegram.
Oh, maybe because I don't know you. Maybe
well,
if
you're correct about the
I was familiar with. I'm not
correct about this. No, you're correct about the this whole YouTube and all this other stuff. That West uses that, still currently being used in that. Trump and his boys are down to create a whole internet. Now that's a good thing because they're gonna get rid of the old government who was evil. But do you really trust Trump? And do we not realize that he's gonna pull his own scheme?
No. The only thing I wanted him for, you know, to drop the bomb on the deep state group. That's what I want him to do. Get rid of them motherfuckers. Expose them all. Put them all out there. You know, and I thought that was his little campaign. Thanks to young Pharaoh, because I wouldn't have known anything about it. He the one started saying it. I was like, what's going on?
Yes, no. Joe Biden's getting rid of him, right? And he gets rid of them.
Joe Biden.
People don't realize Joe Biden. Trump. I'm so afraid. I know.
Oh, Trump.
Trump is getting rid of them. Now, people don't realize about Trump. Now, it's a good thing he's going to take it down. I'll put you on that, sister. But the bad thing is he has the Phoenix spirit. So he went down there to speak to Mr. E. If you know who that is, you know that's the head snake of himself in Antarctica. If you
I don't know.
Done the music Antarctica.
Oh, I know.
Look up Antarctica, you're gonna find out that you know that they can go through a portal in Antarctica to a whole nother world. Trump did it through time travel in the portal in Antarctica. He went and saw the devil in hell. It's true. Yes, he brags about it. He brags about this shit. Trump's always talking about it. So Trump made a deal with the head devil to get America, so the devil can have his kingdom come. The kingdom come on earth is the devil's kingdom. So Trump is going to take down the elite with the devil's help and the Phoenix spirit the devil gave him to hand it over to the devil. And then the demons will come to eat. Trump sold out. They sold the country out to the Chinese. Trump sold America out to the devil. So it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. But it has to happen for them all to fall for us to get our just due. Because we're not going to get it until they fall. And they ain't going to. So, it has to happen.
So, yeah. Okay, so, no, I kind of like got the gist of things, right? But as how the players and all that is moving, like all you just said about Trump, I don't know anything. All I know is what they, like I said, what YP said as far as the deep state, and he was saying, hey, don't put the Democrats in because they're doing all of this. I would have known all the pedophiler stuff or Trump and how he was, I would have known nothing about the deep state had it not been for why I didn't know all of this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So what you're saying now is new information, something about Trump in the Antarctica. I don't know anything about that. So I'd like to know that, I guess, too. So you have to tell me where to read all that about so I can put all the players together and the moves together and see the whole woven mat, you know, how it's stitched together.
Well,
that would be great.
Let me help you out real quick. because the Democrats who's putting this stuff all together that sold us out, you ready for this? The Democrats that sold us out are not human. They are Draco race. They shape shift to look like a human. They're not human. I want you to
clones.
Yeah, no, it's deeper than that. Well, no, it's deeper than that. We got clones, but I'm talking about lizard men. Do you remember watching He-Man, G.I. Joe? As a kid, they had a snake man, both of them didn't them as that. They're depicting who Biden is. They're depicting who Hillary Clinton is. They're telling you who Bill Clinton is. They're showing you who Obama is. People, they put it in your face. So when somebody tells you, you don't believe it. The devil tells you what he does, but he can't come out and tell you. He just shows you. So slick and so smooth that you don't realize it. So when you do see it, you will be so terrified because you didn't think it existed. So these people that sold us out, he's taking down the lizard people. He's taking down the Draco race. And I told my friend, Brother Truth, about this. You're watching the Palladian race, who are short, one-headed white people, the Mr. J in the Bible, who is the devil, the trick, the Nephilim, the mixed seed, the evil one, the Canaanite creator. That's the Palladians are fighting the snake. The snake is the Dracos, the Democratic Party Draco race against Republican Palladian Party. The north, the left, and the right came from the devil. The devil stole the left and the right from the creator because when we was in charge, we had a left and a right. It was both good side until we started like the slave master, and then people, our own people, start trying to enslave each other and war against each other. And we were serving the Dracos at one point. We were the biggest Draco servers in the whole world at one point. You look up our folks' history, you will be ashamed of our people. Sad part is, as evil as our people was back then, our people today take the cake compared to how they are. And they wasn't as evil as we are today, as a people. And this is why 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed, to teach us a lesson, to show us who's boss. Y'all going to do what the creator say or else. He rules, we don't. I didn't make myself, I didn't put myself here. No explanation, but the creator had to do it. The energy source that is in you, is in me. Had to do it, or wouldn't exist. Space has proven that it won't exist unless somebody had the mathematical genius to create it. But yet an atom is not solid. But a body parts made an atom, when I can touch you and you will feel like a solid. But you're not a solid. Atoms are soft. So in other words, we're in a matrix. The mathematical world, a computer. Nothing exists. We're not even really here. This is a movie. We just playing a part in it. And it's a test. The test is who's going to choose the creator, and who's going to serve the devil or choose man's doctrine. Who's going to sell out? They got these guillotines ready to chop our heads off if we don't want to take the mark of the beast. How many folks really going to say, fuck it, you can kill me, you got me chained up, I'm still not going to serve Mr. J. I ain't going with none of those names. Fuck you. Let's get it on then. Get it over with. You going to torture me? Oh well. You going to kill my kid? You got to do what you got to do. Most folks ain't going to do that when they chained up. They going to crack a little bitch and they going to say, I'll take the mark of the beast. And that's why the creator said they were picked from the very beginning before he sent us, and he knew us before he even sent us. You were already predestined to make it from the beginning. So it's up for us to play out this play. We in some movie. 144,000 because it's only 144 bodies up in the so-called heavens, and that's where we really are. We're in this deep sleep stasis, trying to break out of a matrix. That's why they made the movie, because you have this computer system known as the Matrix, which is a trap by the devil, the web, to drain humans of their energy. because you stuck in the matrix under the dome called Earth, where there's a soul trap to get you to keep coming back here. The goal is to get out of here, never to come back here, and go to the new Earth where it's nothing but love, to level your energy up and be gone. And that's, see, they playing my voice again. These motherfuckers, man. All right, so, okay, back, all right. Hello? Okay, so they mess up my in the show before they just start messing with it more, because they about to take me off the air because I'm saying too much.
Okay.
So with that said, just contact me and we'll do another live. Any questions, I'm
And
here.
see what I learned.
And it'd be good. Yeah, if you come on with Red Planet, that too, because that's what I had planned to do, kind of let you have the floor. You and Red Planet. You can watch some of these. I was gonna let y'all have the floor. That's what I had planned. Yeah, she got a little busy. Something came up. I don't know what happened, and I don't really, if I knew, I wouldn't talk about it, because anything anybody talks about with me is confidential. That's between them,
Oh, I thought it was something you wanted me to look up. I thought it was something you wanted me to look up. Red Planet.
No, Red Planet is the. You can look her video up. She got videos. She's called Red Planet.
Oh, that's a person.
That's fine.
Okay, that's a person. Okay.
She got videos, but I want you. It'd be good if y'all was together while I was trying to have y'all both on at the same time. This way.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That I see. Yeah, that's the person you're telling me about. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I said y'all go ahead and y'all. But yeah, we're gonna do another live. I'm not sure how soon, but soon, because I know I gotta get back to lots of lives.
All right, and I'll look up the stuff.
A lot of folks. Okay, that works. And get back to me whenever you get ready to. And I'm looking forward to see your videos when you make one, so I can show the people. Okay, peace and love, everybody. Shalom.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Before they